I knew a farmer, and I knew him well. And he had some kind of animal, I think. Possibly it was a humorously shaped vegetable. And he showed us possibly a parsnip or a cucumber. I don't know. I can't remember the words. They were really... No, I can't remember that either. Was that word for something that's clever and short? Damn, it's like what you make helmets out of. Nah, not tin. I can't say that a phrase of mine was tinny. Ironic, maybe. Yeah, pithy. That's the word. The song was really pithy. I don't know which song. What are you going on about songs for? Hey, what was that? Over there, in the donkey cart park. No, it was something. Let's go and see. No, it's not dangerous. It's the start of the game. They can't kill us off yet. Come on, trust me. All I'm gonna do is look. Well, this is a pretty poor job. I think I can dismantle it. Nearly a catastrophe. Don't sweat it, pal. We've got 9 minutes and 7 seconds left. You know what we could do? We could drive this thing out of here. Oh, damn. No donkey. Oh, you could pull it. Yeah, you're right. Looks like we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Couldn't be simpler. I'm thinking we should turn the green flask. What do you think? Maybe the red? Let's turn the green flask then. It's just a hunch. Remember the time in the high-energy facility when I turned the yellow flask and blew everything up? Right, so I'm turning the red flask then. What? Did I say green? Well, I meant red. Look, we can do it your way if you... Look, I'm sure, okay? You ready? Aren't you going to miss all this stuff when they stop making these games? Aren't you just going to miss it all? I'm turning the flask. There, you see? Uh-oh. Grab the cats, gangway! Take cover! Oops. Well, the animation budget's increased at least. Well, of course that's a good thing. It means they haven't spent as much on plot, doesn't it? They've probably halved the number of insane object puzzles for a start. Sorry, I mean clever lateral thinking exercises, of course. Trust me, I've been through this sort of thing before.
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray! That's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death for wealthy and well-bred. All of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who died, no one came back to complain. You can't take it with you. You can't keep what you've got. So why not just lie back and simply rot? Just simply rot. It's so cool, it's hot. And that's death.
Colleagues, gentlemen, and fellow wizards. Here's looking at your bottom.
Up your eye.
Huh. Pull the other one. It's got strange knobbly bits on.
Happy Hogswatch Day.
Thank you. Colleagues, we are gathered here today for the final departure party of our dear, soon-to-be departed comrade, the wizard Windle Poons.
Hooray!
Good old Windle. Don't forget to ghost right. 3, 2, 1, 0.
What?
Nothing. That's it, I hope. Right, everybody. Our funeral at 2:30, then drinks and ham rolls in the main hall at 3. Hiya! What's happening? Call this service, do you? I'm dead, I am. I demand to be taken away to a better life, as per contract. Oi, things were different in my day. You died properly, not like the deaths you get nowadays.
He says he's not dead.
I am dead, but I'm still bloody ambulatory. No, you're not. You're fooling no one but yourself, you know.
Well, he looks dead.
Smells dead, of course. He always did, though. And I suppose my word doesn't count for anything around here. I can't be dead if I'm still talking, now can I? Look, old chap, it's our considered professional view that you are an extinct wizard. Your opinion doesn't count because you're dead. Oh, yeah, good point. Well, I suppose I'll just sit here then, shall I? I suppose it takes a while. So, how is death, actually? See any, white lights, tunnels, girls with harps? Oh, yes, please. I'll take 2. No? If this is heaven, I wish I'd done wicked things when I was alive. What's happening to me? Well, it seems that your body's dead, but your soul's still in residence. Well, I'm not hanging about here for the rest of my afterlife. I've had a hard life, Arch-Chancellor. I'm entitled to a bit of paradise. I've read about it. Young women and wine and whatnot.
Look, your life's over. You're not supposed to moan about it. And definitely not supposed to contemplate any whatnot.
Who's responsible for this? Where's death, then? This is outrageous. You can't have a soul hanging about a deceased body like that.
Why not?
It's unhygienic.
Yeah, there's food laid out. We can't have him near the nibbles. The health inspectors will be on to us.
Yes, good point. Now compose yourself, Windle. You can't decompose here. I shall have to ask you to move along.
Oh, comes to something when a man can't even drop stone dead in peace. Eternal rest, is it? Well, I'm not to take this lying down. I'm off to find myself a nice shallow grave.
There's been too much of this sort of thing lately. Rincewind? Rincewind! Ah, Rincewind. There you are. Now, as you're aware, there have been some very odd goings-on in this city of late. I am referring, of course, to the sudden disappearance of Death.
What? No one's dying?
Oh, they're dying, but their souls aren't being taken away. They're dead and alive at the same time, and now it's happened to poor Windle. Death's gone, and we need to summon him back. So, here you go. We need to perform the rites of Ashkent.
I suppose you have a list of mysterious ingredients that I now have to run off and collect.
What? How did you know that?
I just had a dreadful suspicion. All right, so what have we got to find?
Well, it's a rush job, so just the bare minimums will do. We need 3 equal-sized sticks of wood and 4 cc's of mouse's blood. It shouldn't take you more than a few minutes.
Bets, anyone?
What is it now?
Let's just say that, we needed more than the bare minimums. Not to say that I'm questioning your judgment. I'm just, planning for the future is all.
Well, the rest is all just flash and style. This is a death rite after all. You know the routines. A bit of sparkle and glitter in the air, vile Charles stench erupting from the tomb, and lovely dribbly candles. That sort of thing.
None of which we'll need at all.
That's right. Just the wood and the mouse's blood.
There never seems to be any way of getting a decent moment's rest around this place.
Act 1. The right stuff.
Was The Right Stuff a title of one of the books? There was right something or other. Anyway, Jinx, that was a lengthy intro, but I'm not complaining about it. I do find it really rather enjoyable. It seems the new graphical style's a hit or a miss for some of the people watching, but I really like it. Harkens back to some old animated Lord of the Rings stuff, or even the Banner Saga. I mean, the pixelated stuff is timeless from the first game, but this I enjoy a lot too.
You're sure you really want me to do this job, then? I mean, there's, no one you'd rather
Rather what?
lumber with all these hours and hours of pointless activity?
Well, now, let me just consider the alternatives. No. No, you're the bunny, I'm afraid.
You know, when I get older, I want a job where I just sit drinking milky tea all day, too.
If you don't get me those 3 wooden sticks and that mouse's blood, I'll... Understand?
Ooh, nasty. Right you are, then. Are you sure there's no one else's life you'd like to ruin?
At the moment, I'm content to merely ruin the life of Assistant Wizard Rincewind. I suppose if pushed, I could try ruining the life of Gardener's Assistant Rincewind, Assistant Street Sweeper Rincewind. Actually, I feel a certain yearning to really come down like a ton of rectangular building things upon a sewerage systems blockage removal technician, Rincewind.
So, that was 3 sticks, mouse's blood, glitter, stench and candles. Right, back in a tick. Or maybe a jiffy. What was it I needed again?
3 wooden sticks, being of wood, long and thin, and stick-shaped, equal lengths preferred.
But what are they for?
They're for you to find, not stand around asking questions about. 4 cubic centimeters of mouse blood.
Should I collect it myself, or should I consult with a very small vampire?
Suit yourself.
Look, about this glitter then. Where should I try looking for it?
When you have a hat as pointy as mine, my boy, these sort of questions are far, far beneath you. That's what bumbling lackeys are for. And you, I may say, look pretty bumbly. It's obvious. To find glitter, go where glitter can be found. Seek the source, my boy. Pure glitter. That's what we want. Glitter with a capital glur.
Go to the main source. Right. Any other suggestions?
Well, you could mug a passing pixie, but those little devils can give you a nasty bite.
Fair enough. These dribbly candles then.
Yes?
Got any ideas then?
Well, my boy, the best dribbly candles come with age. A careful process of mellowing, of oozing the wax into careful runnels over hours of devoted time. Oh, it's a highly skilled job, candle dribbling. Careful aging. Just the way we make the perfect Arch-Chancellor.
Ah, and careful dribbling too. Now, you're sure about me needing a stench then?
Well, only if we want the spell done in the traditional style.
So where do I find a stench?
Follow your nose. Oh, that was rather good, though I say it myself.
Right, so now it begins. The Great Quest. Ah, I can see it all now. Wandering locations, searching for obscure items, staring at objects, wondering what horrible manipulations I have to go through just to secure the most mundane pieces of junk. Can't even go to the lavatory without negotiation with 3 dwarfs and a manically depressed troll for the toilet paper. It's not even as if life has a high score table at the end. Still, could be worse, I suppose. I might have paid for the privilege.
Oh, jinx, I wonder how much this game cost back in the day.
See you later.
Right, what do we have access to then? Rincewind himself has his money pouch.
My money pouch, overflowing with a vast wealth of gold coins. Well, when I say overflowing, more of a slow trickle, really. And vast wealth is a purely subjective phrase. And when I say gold, more gold-ish than gold, I guess. Oh, all right. I have a few copper coins. Are you satisfied now?
Elated. And in case I forget, which I may, here are all the things we need. The glitter, the blood, the smell, the sticks, the dribbly old candles.
A hand pointing right.
What? Okay. I assume these candles here won't do. Nope.
I wonder why they always make coffins so sturdy. I mean, who do they think is going to break out? Yeah, sure, as though they'd let me spend the game holed up in a coffin.
Well, it's already promising that I interacted with something and he didn't just say, that doesn't work.
I would try and scoop it up, but without something to put it in, I would just make a mess. Food. Well, I say food. It is vaguely organic and probably could be placed inside the mouth in times of emergency.
Doesn't look that bad. As someone's pointing out, the perspective in this room is all messed up, but I'm pretty sure that's intended to be the case in the Unseen University. They wouldn't have made their opening area all wonky by mistake, surely. Right. If it's anything like the first game, then we are confined within the universe. No, we're not. Okay. The first game had to do your initial fetch quest within the university, assumedly to get to grips with the game. Even so, we'll see what we can do here.
That leads to the high energy facility.
We have that, and...
That leads to the university gardens.
Vague memories of grabbing the croquet sticks off of these guys. Most of my memories of this game are going to be very, very vague. When was this released? 97 or so?
Hello there. Fine day for it.
Yeah, for it? You see? My spleen still remembers.
Remembers what?
Well, it remembers. I don't.
Nice game.
What? Bloody varnish industry. That's what's behind it.
What?
It's them. They drain all the sap out of them, you see. Tree vampires. That's what I call them.
Look,
Makes the wood too light. No stiffness to it. See these croquet mallets? Not heavy enough to make a decent clout. Find me another mallet, boy, and I'll show you how we did it in the old days.
The simple charms of a quiet life. I could just stand here and watch it all day. The pure green grass, the gentle sun, the tedious old fools hitting balls with long sticky things. Yeah, you're right, really. Let's get out of here before we find ourselves joining in.
I'm being told it's actually the 30-year anniversary of this game's release. Okay, well timed then.
See you later.
Certainly not intentional.
There just had to be a knob at the end of the course. I can't reach it. I have no desire to anyway.
It was 3 sticks, right? I seem to recall getting these hoops as well. Can I take it now?
I don't think I should interrupt their game. Perhaps when they're gone will be better.
Yeah, don't know what I need them for, but...
One croquet hoop. Or, if we're being foreign, we'd say hoopla.
I'm sure it will be needed. Ooh, can I take them out straight away?
I can't just take it from him.
You could try, Rincewind.
The Dean. Possibly the next best thing to administrative staff a university could have without actually hiring anyone who can do sums. The Bursar. A man apparently unravaged by any sense of guilt. Otherwise he'd stop mucking about and give me a little bit of help for a change. Hello. Shh. Sorry. Really sorry.
Oh.
So you'll all just have a nice game here then while I'll go off and work, eh? Right. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here saving the entire universe then. Tricky shot. Very nice sticks on those croquet mallets.
Go away! We're trying to play a relaxing game.
Fine. Don't let me disturb you. I'll just be over here saving us all from certain doom. Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me.
That's 2 of them, though. And there's our 3rd.
I can't just take it from him.
I like how in the opening here, Rincewind and the librarian are good pals, where in the first game the librarian was just beating the crap out of us every time.
Well, that threw a monkey wrench into the works. No, it's just a turn of phrase. I swear it just slipped out. I in no way intended to pass any sort of derogatory remark about your chosen form. Not here, nor ever. I personally find that having an arboreal primate as a companion has been an enriching, nay invigorating experience. Well, that settled him down. I do wish he'd just let it rest. I don't see it matters if people accidentally say monkey. So, at least you chaps are having a good day of it. Balmy afternoon, breezes blowing, sun shining. I suppose that makes it monkey shine then. Well, he's the one who said it first. So, seen any good sticks around here at all? Oh, well, I'll just go off and keep looking then. You know, the sooner I get Death up and on his feet again, the sooner I might open up some more avenues for promotion around here. Sorry, can't stay and chat all day. Must be off.
Fascinating that we've gone so far and we haven't even grabbed an item yet. Although maybe that'll change rapidly. Is this rooster now mine?
A maze? Oh, please, let's not add this to our list of woes. Let's just stay out here where everything's nice and calm. A rooster. It's one of the few organic life forms on campus that is almost definitely not an ex-faculty member.
How am I meant to grab that rooster? Assuming I'm even meant to grab the rooster. Try one more time. Frame rate issues aside, I actually really like the animation in this game.
A maze? Let's just... I'm already lost. So this is the university compost heap. Everyone always goes on about recycling as though it's such a thrill. It's a load of rot. I mean, think about it. You're encouraging the breeding of a vast mound of bacteria in your own home. Surely the one in your sock drawer is good enough for you. No way am I touching that.
That doesn't work.
A birdhouse in the university? I thought the Arch-Chancellor had ordered all the local wildlife to be shot. Oh no, that was the students. Well, that's all right then. Just so long as he wasn't being cruel to animals. It's already occupied. An imp. Small, offensive, and more than just a little bit suspect, I think. But I must admit, his little metal boots are rather neat. Not to mention smelly.
A stench, you say?
Stop it!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Who?
Who? What?
Who did you think I was?
Oh, nobody in particular. Don't worry about it. Oh, eek, ah.
One hesitates to ask any further, really.
Oit! Oit! Urgle nurgle! Oit!
So that's it, is it? That's your entire repertoire, just sitting around and saying, oit.
Is that all? Is that all? No, why? Oh, you say I'm just a smelly little imp, and so I say hooray-oh. You say that I'm a silly little gimp, and I say go away-oh. 'Cause I'm smelly over here, I'm smelly over there. I'm smelly, smelly, smelly everywhere. I fill the bathtub plug with hair, and then I sing all day-oh. Oh, you say I'm just a silly jelly blimp, and I say it's okay-oh. You say a piece of string is limp, and I say the word potato. Limp, limp, limp here, limp, limp, limp there. And potato peelings everywhere. How long's it take to skin a bear? And I say, all day, oh, oit!
Quite.
Sounds like Kitty. Down to the smell.
Look, who are you?
Oi, Stench the imp.
Stench the imp?
No, Stench, not Stench. I wouldn't make any friends if I was called Stench, now would I? I mean, I do have a stench. All part of the job, you understand. But Stench is not, in fact, my actual name.
I see. And so you, in fact, might have the worst stench in the kingdom.
Ah, second worst, I'm afraid. The worst belongs to foul old Ron. Well, that's probably what did it, actually. Drove me mad and all. The disappointment, the yearning, looking towards a goal one could never really achieve. That sort of thing.
Mad?
Oh, yes. Lip-strumming, hooting, mad, I'm afraid. Oi, who's a pretty cuttlefish? Oh.
Why do people lapse into insanity when they talk to me?
You've got a sympathetic face, mister. Oh.
These boots are yours, then?
Hmm?
They're the home of your stench.
Aha! They are the perfect home for any stench. They are, in fact, the ideal dream home for really strong smells. I aim to go and attract some really astounding stinks to myself later on, right after a good, hard, manic fit. Hang on! Here it comes now. Oit! Oit! Nope. Didn't happen. Sorry.
An imp with curious steel-sole boots. That looks curious. Look, I hope you're writing this down. I mean, what do you want me to do? Shout, hint?
Thank you, Rincewind.
See you later.
So my best idea is just throw a rock at the imp, knock it out, and steal its boots. I mean, Rincewind did kill a lot of people in the first game, and maim plenty of others. So we should always have raucous violence as our initial go-to for solving any puzzle, including dealing with that rooster. You're not killing anyone this time, Renan. Give it time. Of course, by the end of it, I think Rincewind himself is going to wish that he's dead. So we reckon that that's the home of the sticks and the stink. If we can find a way to get the sticks off of those croquet mallets, maybe we can exchange them with some nasty old bent ones. What is all this then?
Hey, what are those little black things roaming around inside? That's not going to help you. Scaz. Essentially the sort of man who carefully files away family photographs as his sole means of recreation. Students these days, I ask you. Ponder Stibbons. Profession, research wizard. Personality, maniac. Avoid at all costs. A foam accelerator, eh? It looks like a giant drink mixer to me.
Thorm. A thorm is the basis and traditional unit of magical strength. It has been universally established as the amount of magic needed to create one small white pigeon or 3 normal-sized billiard balls. In this very room, the thorm has been successfully demonstrated to be made up of resins, which literally translates to thingies, or reality fragments. Current research indicates that each resin is itself made up of a combination of at least 5 flavors, known as up, down, sideways, sex appeal, and peppermint.
Ah, hello there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And you are?
Skaz, that's a name I have. Yeah, right.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's this conversation off to a good start then. What are you doing here?
Doing?
Just answer the question.
I'm, trying to get it together, I mean, what are, any of us really, actually doing from a cosmic point of view?
Yes.
What?
What are you doing in this room?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, working, on this new, magical engine for working things out. It works things out, By working them out, it crunches numbers into little bits.
Amazing! What's it called?
We, call it Hex.
Why?
Well, 'cause in the working things out engine business, everything has got to have, a 3-letter name.
Is that because you can't understand longer words?
What?
Somehow, when I look at you, I feel that a 3-letter name just isn't enough.
What? I don't understand.
Really? That's astonishing. It really is. So this is where all the grant money goes these days.
Hey, there's no point getting all, uncool and heavy. Anyway, I don't deal with the money. It's all Kevin's doing. He knows how to talk to the university council.
Kevin? Who's Kevin?
One of my research assistants. He's a, invertebrate politician.
You mean inveterate politician? I think there's a misprint in the script.
No, invertebrate. He's an ant. Currently, he lives in that test tube over there. Now go, away, because I can't stand around here all day. It's too difficult.
What are these leggy little objects you have running around the place?
Oh, those. Oh, you know, they're ants.
Ants?
Yeah, ants. They got legs and sticking out bits on their heads. You get them in sandwiches at picnics, ants. That's what they're like, you know, that's what they're called.
I am perfectly aware of the existence of ants. What I want to know is why you have them running freely about the innards of a complex mathematical machine.
Ah, there, in fact, is the essence of my, you know, very cunning plan. You see, when we were designing Hex, like, we worked out that what with it all being so new and everything, we were bound to end with, you know, a lot of bugs in the system, and that'd mean people would be complaining the whole, like, time. Every time it wouldn't work properly, they'd call us and tell us there was, you know, a bug in the machine kind of thing.
So why have you put an anthill inside?
All right, well, the cunning bit is, we thought what we'd do is put all the bugs in right at the start, so there'd be no room for them later on. Smart, eh?
Amazing, and somehow so prophetic.
Right. But we don't call them bugs anymore. We call them creatures. Then, if a problem occurs, we can say, no, it's not a bug. It's just an undocumented creature, and the whole system relies on them now. They race about inside there, opening up little gates, closing them, opening them again, running about in little wheels, you know, dragging bits of information from one storage bin into another. It's working really, like, well.
I'm not so sure about that. How do the ants feel about it?
They seem to like it. We found the machine works if you put living things in, see. We put in a mouse the other day, and it worked really fast when we put some RAM in, until they butted their way out.
Do you ever, how shall I put this, lose any ants?
It's funny you mentioned that. It was only like yesterday when I lost 100 of my best. It was awful. The machine was like totally debugged for a while.
Humor way ahead of its time here.
You know, much as I'm convinced that there must be a reason behind all this rot, perhaps it's safer just to never know. Maybe I'll just rob the place of every little object that might be of use and just leave it at that. Pick up bird, open door, throw axe at dwarf. It was so much simpler in the old days. Let's just stop all this now.
Oh, like, wow, I see like a totally new world. It's a view into possibilities that might or might not be. Cosmic uncertainty, man. Kind of like you've got an animal inside this box, only it's a cat.
The box is a cat.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like dead. Oh man, you just have to climb in this thing for yourself and go for a ride. Oh, like, wow, I see like a totally new world. It's a view into possibilities that might or might not be. Cosmic uncertainty, man. Kind of like you've got an...
Oh, lovely. So you're a research fellow, are you? Free housing, a wage and medical benefits, and this is what we get for all our outlay?
It's not such a good job. I'd leave it if it weren't for the perks.
What have you been doing?
It's like a manifestation of cosmic energy.
Looks like a giant centrifuge to me.
Yeah, but it's like spiritually purifying. It removes the extraneous elements of the soul.
Really? So what did you lose?
I lost, right, all the unneeded creamed corn and diced carrots that had burdened my psyche, like, for so long. It's incredible, right? I mean, I never even knew I had them in there.
Oh, fine. One wonders if the public knows that their valuable taxes are being spent on the creation of a giant merry-go-round. Still, there might be some sort of use come out of it. You could charge kids 10 groats a go and watch them spew candy floss all over the walls. At least it would give the ants something for lunch. Ugh. Thank goodness this robe is washable. You, on the other hand, appear not to be. Why don't you have another ride? Goodbye! Students these days, I ask you. So, what have we here then?
Thorms! Billions and billions and billions of thorms!
Pardon me while I just edge closer to an appropriate escape route, will you? Please don't let me disturb your meditation on world domination. Oh, lovely. A giant drink mixing machine.
Drink mixer? You call the greatest magical breakthrough of the age a drink mixer?
Yes.
Well, all right. Maybe it is a giant centrifuge now. But one day, Pacow! Weeping Roof! We have the power! We're unencumbered by outmoded ideas, and it's quite untrue that thormic research damages the brain! We are the young generation, and we have something to say! We'll spit the thorm and usher in an age of cheap, clean power, a new, clear future!
We've been getting nowhere fast, haven't we?
There's no truth at all that splitting thorms causes the brain to melt. No truth at all. Every day and in every way I'm getting better and better and better. They laughed at me and said I was mad, you know. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a real nice night. No, day. Ha 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 ha.
You're a loony.
Loony? Loony, eh? Well, we'll see about that. They called Mad Dog McAxeman a loony.
Well, that could be because he used to dress up like a crayfish and go running up and down the high street.
That wasn't him. It was another one.
No, it wasn't. He was the idiot who accidentally ate his own feet, for heaven's sake.
Yes. Well, people always scoff at what they don't understand.
Well, I understood he scoffed his own feet. I don't see this as being a new age in magical energy. Still, might be a few arts grants in it. I could try gargling lager and curry, then take a ride with a piece of canvas. So, what is a thome, actually?
A thorm? You want to know exactly what a thorm might be?
Good heavens, no! That's why I asked.
Oh, yes. I can tell you all about thorms.
Well?
Aren't you going to say please?
All right. Please tell me what a thome is.
A thorm is a magical particle, the quintessence of magic itself. Inside this thorm accelerator, I can take magic and whir it up to a massively increased speed. Imagine high-powered magic! Spells 1,000 times more efficient than before! With this power in my hand, I could...
Give your creature life? Be the envy of your friends? Get girls through hypnotism? Make in your spare time?
Oh, yes. Yes, all that. And more. Zoing! Come in, Starbase 9!
Look, you're a busy man, or at least humanoid.
Would you like to see a brief documentary clicking display about my work?
No, thank you.
We have a guidebook, complete with an interview of me and a series of diagrams charting my incredible progress in finding out what makes the universe tick.
No, that's all right. I know what makes me tick. I'm tick when I accidentally put sugar on my sausages. Goodbye!
Okay, the people in here and this room are all completely insane. Do I actually have to do anything here? Am I going to need these ants?
Hey, man, you've, broken it now. All the ants have run away. You've, debugged it.
Doesn't matter, I've got my first item.
A graduated measuring device. Their automatic computating machine. Apparently it's broken, though. No ants inside. Not enough bugs, you could say.
Bellows? Okay, we really are just grabbing everything we can.
Bellows. Strangely soothing to operate, but I don't know if they'll ever catch on.
Probably in reference to the useless bellows in the first game, which looked like they would be useful for something, but were actually completely useless. Now I want out of this room because, much like Finellis, I am also getting rattled by the background noise there. Ah, it's finally over. Right, well, let's get to work. In Ankh-Morpork itself.
The home of the mightiest wizards on the Discworld, and of course me. A sort of rest home for the dead.
Ah. You know, items that I can grab stand out a whole lot better in this art style.
A pick. Let's just leave it at that and not be picky. A pick.
And we can prepare luggage for just how large our inventory is going to need to be down the line.
We shall overcome.
A suffragesta. Ah, now that's what I like about modern times. A dried bowly forth and...
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah, me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild, and I will not be moved.
Why are you protesting about it over here in the cemetery? Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town. I like this, though. Quite a nice little steak, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Then by all means be my guest. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
I want to reflect on just how much better the audio recording quality is in this game. Was there some significant leap up in audio recording tech? There's a lot less white noise and pop filter overcoming in this one.
A suffragesta. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us.
Okay, I thought I might be able to steal some of her stuff here. We could try doing her in with the pickaxe.
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Surely grabbing a pick was already something good out of this, but is there anything else for us around here?
What's this one say? Only sleeping? He's fooling no one but himself. What's this one? What's this one? If unattended, please ring bell.
We shall overcome.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Windle?
Windle? Gad! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad? Oh, great days they were, great days. Life? Pff, you don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you. The walls are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
So, what's it like? Being dead, I mean.
Oh, I've had enough of it. The hours are too long for a start. Here,
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
use it as a small swimming pool,
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore Death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward! another coffin. You know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this object identification thing. I can't reach it from here.
Almost looks like a glass of milk next to the coffin up there, but doesn't seem to be interactable.
A slab, aha, mounted beneath the coffin. A sort of primitive anti-gravity system. There's nothing I could do would move it.
Perhaps I need to come back here with some sort of ladder or similar. It's the best idea I've got, unless you're telling me I could fashion a way to climb up with a pick.
There's nothing I could do would move it. Throwing that up won't help.
Oh, that's so much better than just that doesn't work from the first game. Okay, but let's keep that in mind. We need to climb up the slab one way or another here.
Ah, the Shades. I know it well. An area where curiosity not only kills the cat, but also weighs it down with bricks and tosses it into the river. Oh, hello. And what in the world are you? Yes? Well, I didn't understand a word of that at all. Sorry.
I wonder if we can use Little Death to kill off a mouse and take its blood.
Well, the one saving grace is that the loss of the poor fellow's cranium probably didn't interfere with his thinking.
Barkeeper, I'll have a pint of Winkle's Extra Flatulent, my good man. Down here. Oi! I said I'll have... Oi, come back here. Don't you know who I am? I am Casananda, the second greatest lover who ever lived, and the ladder salesman extraordinaire. Come back!
Casananda, the world's second greatest lover. It would seem that small things do go a long way. A troll, entirely made from rock, but probably not as smart. And you are?
I am Casananda, ladder salesman and lover extraordinaire.
I don't know if there's anything particularly ordinary about that.
Oh, how we danced through the night. We danced, and we danced, till our socks were alight.
So you're the world's greatest lover, are you?
Second greatest, really. But the way I look at it, if people think you're number two, then they know you try harder.
So, what does the world's second greatest lover do with his time?
Oh, I'm always looking for fresh challenges, sir. I look at it as my duty to bring a romance and step ladders into the lives of beautiful women everywhere.
This ladder of yours?
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that. Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one. And I need it for my romantic adventures. Introduce me to a beautiful woman, closer to the ground. A wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower. And the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear.
I dread to think what we're going to be introducing this lad to. And I also love that little animation for the ladder walking along there. I see Mr. Sardis in chat saying, I finally catch you online. Thanks for the incredible Frostpunk series. Very fun. I see you're not afraid to exploit everyone and everything. Not Kara in Detroit, but no, you're very welcome. I do miss playing Frostpunk, but there's nothing left to do in that game, and Frostpunk 2 is a bit of a disappointment.
Find some woman comatose enough to listen to that lot without screaming. That's a laugh for a start.
Comatose. Maybe we can find a dead woman. Maybe we can bring over the suffragester. Who's to say?
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Much like the first game, I suspect we have matches here. Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's become a sort of standard. Find a strange bar, you'll almost certainly find some matches in it somewhere.
Other than the first game, is that a reference to something? Were there other famous point and clicks at the time where there were matches and bars?
Matches? Normally I'm not allowed to play with these, but today we'll make an exception.
What'll it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Who?
You. I'm asking you what your name is. Who are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing, isn't it? In any other city, you'd be mayor by now. Just tell me what alcohol you have to drink. And by that, I mean something which neither eats through the glass bottle, serves as host to a colony of sentient protozoa, or ends me up in any obscure, farcical little problems with chaos theory and butterflies.
That's all we've got. Protozoa. They're only little protozoa.
Ciliate or non-ciliate?
I think they're mostly rotifers.
Brilliant. He can't tie his shoes, but he can classify microorganisms. There's one for the education system. All right, give me one very alcoholic drink, complete with sentient rotifers.
You want I should make it look pretty with a couple of little amoebas on a steak?
All right, whatever. And they say the art of cocktail mixing is long dead.
Come now, Kitty, this can't be young. This was 30 years ago. It's probably his older sister.
Ah, a tankard of ale. Well, sort of ale anyway, if you forgive the busy little creature swimming in it. Oh, look, some of them are waving. One vampire. And a pathetic-looking one at that. I suppose you might classify him not as undead, but more as anti-living. And look at his teeth. I bet they'd get the blood out of anything. Strange, though. I wonder if they're real.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
I want to suggest Planet Coaster. I believe I played some Planet Coaster, but it was a bit too much of a sandbox for me.
So, you're a vampire, then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing. Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the night, you see.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the night? It's not much of a job description now, is it? It's not as if you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof, you're a vampire.
Is it that bad, though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Ooh, lower food bills, low-cost housing, and black goes with everything, of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me. I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me. It's like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know. I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Well, is there some way other than just stalking?
Well, I tried advertising. Wanted. Victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire. You'd be astonished at how little response there was.
Quite.
And when I thought about it, the whole business seemed wrong. So I decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Did it work?
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened. See? I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on as part of some overcomplicated little scheme.
Yeah, normally games that are hammering the self-awareness that hard, it falls flat. I think it's Eric Idle's ability to deliver. Tickles my funny bone, so it does.
You're not a vampire?
I am! Look! I've got the cloak! I've even got the frilly shirt. Think I'd be seen wearing this lot if I was alive? Look at this! That's for draining blood, that is. Yeah, terrified now, eh? Frozen by my powers. Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it. So, this is it. You're just going to sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Where should I go? Oh, you ought to see my home, my friend. A coffin at the graveyard. You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary? Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out. For ending the conversation. For a personal reflection. For asking a general question. For when everything else fails, why not try a little sarcasm? For a good conversation starter. Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me.
We've got some leads. We picked up some random items. Maybe this game is going to all come together and it won't be quite as stuck as we were in the first game. A man can dream after all.
So this is the infamous foul old Ron. You know, there are some personalities so stunningly horrid, so utterly breathtakingly awful, that they actually transcend the mere physical frame of their owners and stand out as an icon, a banner of meaning with a life all of their own. Then again, there's also hundreds of grubby old street people like this bloke who just make me want to scratch. A vile smell? An ambulatory vile smell? Yes, well, that's brought some life into my day. Even though his odour seems solid enough, I doubt that I could catch it with me hands.
Oh, bugger it. Oh, bugger 'em. Millennium hand and shrimp. The buns, all over the... You young spiders. I told 'em, put that in your trumpet. Millennium hand and shrimp. Blow that for a game of trousers. Was there something you wanted?
Look,
Talking. I'm good at that. Most of the time I talk to myself, because it's nice to hear an intelligent person speak. Millennium hand and shrimp. You can blow that out of your teapot, no mistake. I'm as sane as the next man. Listen.
I just hope I never meet the next man, but I probably will. Look, you were a busy man, I can see that.
Right, I've really got behind on me mumbling and shouting out loud quote of the day.
I see the local care in the community scheme is hard at work.
Millennium and shrimp.
Of course, a really caring community would probably have moved him further downwind. What's that cloud hanging over you?
Stench. That's my special smell, that is. Yeah, it's a first-class smell. It's got a life of its own, you know. Quite a little personality.
You're saying that your smell is so powerful it actually can be seen?
Yeah, it likes the boots, you know. Nothing it likes better than to settle down with a good old boot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to continue with my job as resident crazy man in this marvellous street theatre that is Ankh-Morpork.
Those are boots you're cooking, aren't they?
Prime boots with stench attached. They smell like shoes, you know. Gotta have lots of boots to maintain a real fine stink, you know. Get off. There's plenty for everyone.
Spare a gold piece.
spiders, mumble, sticking like sticky paper and lying, millennium hand and shrimp, lying.
You know, some might say that this chap lacks a firm grasp upon reality.
Yeah, bugger 'em. Bugger 'em all.
My personal theory is that he has a very firm grasp upon reality. It's simply not a reality the rest of us have ever met before. Well, that's it for now.
It was a grim lead up to the lol random humour around the turn of the millennium. And we do see some of that here. How am I meant to grab these boots?
A coffee pot. Well, I say coffee if you could call it that. Whatever it is, if you drink it, you'll at least be dead, if not dead sober. You have to be kidding. Any more sober and we bring down the rating of this game. Do you suppose any of this stuff has a use, or is it just background colour? Stop trying to play with the background colour.
Here, spare a groat for a... Spare a... Here, dame. Forgotten what I was asking now.
Oh, please, just go away.
Here, give me some money, mate. Just give... Sorry, sir. I didn't... I didn't realise you were so close. He'll probably wash off.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a
Now
gold
look.
piece.
Oh, God.
Never mind. Do you serve any useful purpose at all?
Yes, mate. I'm a social figure, I am. I get non-invited to all the best functions in the city. I do.
What do you mean, non-invited?
Oh, you know, they sends me the address and they pays me money not to turn up. I can't understand why myself. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Go. No, don't rub it off. It only works it deeper into the cloth.
I'd probably have more to say, but I'm afraid I keep being distracted by this bloody dreadful smell.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare
Excuse
a
me,
gold
I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine. Henry Coffin, famous beggar and the man of 1,000 nasty coughs and spits. He can hit a spittoon at 20 paces, and I wish he'd try to. The Duck Man, I presume. I just don't know how anybody can live with a duck on their head and not know it. An old clay pot. I wonder what that was used for.
Well, steal from everyone, even those with nothing.
A handmade clay pot, currently empty, with a maker's mark lovingly inscribed in teeth marks along the rim.
Wonder if I meant to scoop up some food from the university with that. Although it's anyone's guess.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
A whole gold piece? Most people don't earn that in a month.
Well, the streets are swarming with beggars, sir. So I just thought I'd establish myself in a different niche market. You know, beggar to the upper gentry.
Oh, really?
So, as I say, sir, any gold pieces to spare? Perhaps raw bullion? Shares, futures, that sort of thing?
Oh, stop it. And go and do something about that duck.
What duck?
You wouldn't say there's anything in the slightest bit unusual in your appearance at all?
No? Why?
Nothing that, say, when viewed in a mirror, might give you pause for thought?
What's a mirror, sir?
Ah, we may in fact have reached the root of the problem. However, it's a silly problem, and so I'm suddenly going to stop talking to you. Look, about this...
What, sir?
Well, it's just... Do you feel any poultry-ish presence in your life?
No, not that I can say I've noticed.
So you wouldn't say, for instance, that you have an unusual choice in hats?
Hats? I don't wear a hat.
Or pets, perhaps?
No, sir. Never keep any pets. They say an owner always ends up looking like their pet. And who'd want to go around in life looking like something silly?
Oh, yes, I see your point. Oh, yes. What's in the pot?
Coffee Olay.
Olay?
No, Olay. We stole it from a bullfighter. Got to stay sharp, sir. Otherwise the bull might get in an illegal punch.
Ooh, fresh coffee. Can I try some?
No.
Nah, don't think I really want to handle this one. Correspondence would be welcomed.
Yeah, I'm with you there,
Sorry,
Breakwind.
can't stay and chat all day. Must be off.
Let's get away from here.
That leads to gimlets.
Ching's lots of places to be and people to talk to compared to the first game already, though.
See you later. Gimlet. Here's a dwarf who knows the meaning of the word hygiene. He thinks still, at least his shirt front can act as a sort of menu.
Hey there, sir. Hey there. What can I cook for you? We got the meals for one and all, a fixed price menu, and everything come with a pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice, sir. Mostly mice. Ethnic dwarf cuisine, sir. I got 'em baked, I got 'em glazed, I even got 'em on a stick.
Mice? You mean you're dishing out rodents?
Not just any old mice, sir. Big, fat ones. Prime squeakers, sir. Good pink noses, no finer in Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
Operation of the jaw. Tongue and vocal cords, sir. And then the words just fly out. Oh, sorry, you meant the food. Very select rodents, sir. And hygienically prepared, sir.
Rodents hygienically prepared? How?
I always wash my hands after touching them, sir.
Fair enough. Can't say fairer than that. A rodent bar? How lovely.
Prime eaten, sir. Vol au vents and ratatouille. Fresh caught at the table, sir.
And do you cook them?
Cook? And ruin the flavor?
This may sound a daft question, but don't you have anything that isn't rodents?
We do have rocks.
Rocks?
Yeah, granite, quartz, some prime cuts of obsidian, fresh today from the quarry for my troll customers. Even some candy rock for afters. I know it's not mice, but, well, he seemed wise to spread my clientele, sir. Go for the troll dollar, that sort of thing.
Trolling for more customers?
That's the one. Candy rock, that's right, sir. It's like a toffee for trolls. Well, very chewy toffee for trolls. It might have a bit too much mica in it. The only problem is that it can make the teeth fall out. Bad for them, you see, sir. But I tell a lie, because we're out of it at the moment. Someone ate all the wheels off the delivery vehicle. Happens about once a week, that does. Must be a la carte menu.
I have vague memories of feeding this kind of stuff to someone to prise their tooth out later on in the game. Whether or not that's a fabricated memory, I guess we'll find out in due time.
Raw mice au naturel. Why is it I have such a sense of foreboding and dread? Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else. Either these are stains on the table or the food is flatter than is usually the case. Let's see what we have here. Rodent in a bun, rodent in a bag, live rodent en brochette, and stunned rodent cordon bleu prepared in a white wine sauce with shallots, truffles and small potatoes. Oh, damn, they only serve that one on alternate Tuesdays. Chili powder, compliments of the High Energy Magic Facility. Just been in the same scene as it, makes me sweat. Chili powder. I taste test this stuff, but the animation budget won't stretch to a proper demonstration of the results, so you're just going to have to take it on faith for this one, okay?
Alright, another thing to Nancy Drew style steal for ourselves, but
I'm afraid I can't pick that up.
I feel like one way or another we want to grab a mouse here. Can we grab the mouse that's running around?
Ah, the latest trend, a sidewalk cafe with umbrellas. Next thing you know, the waiters will be wanting tips. I could sure give them a few.
Is there something that's made it appear, or does it just happen whenever? Just seems to run around. I wonder if there's some kind of mouse trap that I put down, because Ghibli here doesn't seem to want to give me one. There's no obvious place to put down a rat trap.
Aha, a menu.
Maybe I can grab the menu and make an order.
Let's see what we wrote and pushed. Oh. All right then. One extra rare mouse burger.
Right, sir. Hey, I think I can hear one of the little squeakers now. There you are, sir. Extra rare.
Mousy. I will hold him and cuddle him and name him George. Or something like that.
Aye, the closest thing to crushing a puzzle we've done today. Now I'm wondering how we go about getting its blood out. I doubt it's as easy as just rub it against the vampire that we saw earlier, but let's continue our rounds of the shades first. Oh, well, actually, that's a relief. It just ends there. I hope I don't have anything to do with these guys, but I probably do. They're all rather disgusting in that Shrek kind of way. Dark time for humor, that was.
So this is the dead collector, huh? When I was a lad, I just used to collect butterflies. I suppose it's just a matter of scaling up. Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Bring out your living dead. Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back. Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead. Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
Look, you seem a little bit peaky. Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Foreign climes? For a corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignored?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw. Should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it. Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. 1 minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself, making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck them into the plague pit outside of the town. No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching them slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole. Real poignant, like. Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing. Hopefully it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
Now, Salty Tempest is asking if chat's still allowed to give suggestions like in the first game. Forgot to put it in the title, but I have no problem with blind back seating in this one. If you haven't played the game before and you just want to pitch an idea of what to do, I'm all for it.
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
But we're at that early stage in the game where it's more about
See you later.
exploring all the characters and locations before we even think about ways to move forward. Oh, I know this place.
Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here? Fortunately, it's locked. Jars, eh? I'd say somebody around here has a pickling fetish. I'm already in enough of a pickle.
Pretty sure this is where we're going to have to shove ice up of ourselves later on.
Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs. As she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
What does this say? I ain't dead.
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go. Nope. Afraid it's welded to the floor. I guess...
Is it buggery?
Nope.
Okay, how about a knife? Always handy.
A sharp cutting blade.
I said it was easier to identify items that I can pick up, but that knife was fairly well hidden.
Slops. I don't think we ought to examine this one too closely. I'm not putting my hands in there.
Well, maybe you don't need to put your hand in, just grab a pot of slop.
I can't put that in the pot.
But you can put something in the pot. And I doubt I need a test tube of slop.
Measuring that won't work.
Oh, so nice to have unique lines rather than just that doesn't work.
A poster. Ah. Neo-Fauvist post-cubist surrealism, I see. Oh, wait a minute, I think it's upside down.
Right, we will most assuredly need to come back here later, but for now just grabbing a knife seems satisfactory. So we have some leads on getting stench, we got the mouse of which we need the blood. That's all coming together already. We haven't even explored everywhere. And if we find pint size here, a pint sized lover, then we'll get the ladder that we need to get to the crypt, although I'm not entirely sure why we want to be there. Right, my vampiric friend, consume the mouse.
That's not going to help. This is one character that should be put back in his coffin. Now I'll best leave it alone. Cutting that won't help me. I'll need this after I've got some blood from him.
Right, that's a good headway. So somehow we get the blood out of the mousey and we put it in the test tube. So I suspect what I need to do is get the teeth off of this guy. But how would we do that?
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
Right, I need to convince him to give me his teeth. Ron Stink said you couldn't grab it by hand. Oh, that's right, I haven't tried any containers off of it. Or on it, rather.
I can't put that in the pot.
Oh, well, I tried. Can I cut the stench off of him?
Cutting that won't help me.
No, okay.
Cutting that won't help me.
Then we don't just shank him. Alright, well, I'm sure there's plenty else to do. But we'll keep these people and places in mind. That's the shades. Now for the plaza.
The focal part of town where the new Clicky Theatre is.
Clicky's such a great term.
Popcorn!
Ooh, look how glittery that dress is on the milkmaid. And it's cut me on throat dibbler.
Popcorn! Do it yourself popcorn! Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. or excellent fishing sinkers. Come and get it while it's still in stock. Only one previous owner. I'm letting it go for less than mark price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
Is this all your life has to offer? I thought you might have, well, you know, improved yourself. Reached for higher goals.
I'm reaching, Gov, I'm reaching. Matter of fact, I'm going into clickies.
Clickies? Just what Ankh Morepork needed, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah, for you, irony means sort of like iron, doesn't it? So we're into clickies now, are we? At last the monkey has found the banana plantation.
Yep, moving pictures. Here, have a read of this. Clickies. Oh, now there's romance for you. Hot dogs, popcorn, drink stands, the merry rumble of candy rolling down the aisles.
And the shows. Don't forget the actual clickies themselves.
What? Oh yeah, I mean the shows go without saying. Chocolate dipped ice cream, novelty drinking cups, collectible lobby cards.
I don't believe this. You mean to tell me that art has to take a second place to cheap licensing and marketing? Well, I can tell you that I'm above that sort of thing. Catch me being involved in some damn licensing scam? Ha! Fat chance. The last thing I'd ever do is allow myself to become involved in a shabby marketing ploy designed to use a famous name to sell a product which is in itself utterly devoid of any real... Right. Well, good luck with the career and I'll be off.
Did we mention the range of pewter figurines and exciting T-shirts this time?
Shh.
That's right, back away, Rincewind.
A brochure about do-it-yourself clickies.
That said, do we want any corn off of him? We needed it in the first game.
Popcorn! Do it yourself, popcorn!
What are you doing here, apart, that is, from being a disease vector?
Scouting, mate. Here, incognito, looking for the next great clicky star. Heard about clickies? The latest thing? Just think, mate. A fortune could be just around the corner. All it takes is my know-how, the right actors, and a few dozen obscure objects from ludicrously scattered locations.
Huh. And just how would you go about collecting all these items?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't imagine. Can you, boys and girls?
Oh, no.
Don't knock me back until you've seen the goods, sir. Smashing stuff. Fine, popping grains lovingly swept from the warehouse floor.
Why has he got little rat's hairs mixed up all through it?
Just keeping the grains warm, sir. An added extra and no additional charge.
Oh, all right then. Anything to keep you quiet.
Oh, here we go. I have no idea what corn is used for in this game, though.
Dibbler's do-it-yourself banging grain. No refunds, no returns, no regrets. I suppose if I ever need a devious, slimy, utterly shameless clicky director, I'll know where to come. Gosh, now that has to be a nested hint.
Unsure if we do need Dibbler in that capacity, though.
Oh dear, the milkmaid. Big on blouse fillings and short on complex neurological pathways.
Boo-boo-be-doo, 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 be-doo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, be-doo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, 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 be-doo-be-doo. Oh, no, I just don't think this is working.
By the great beard of someone unusually well-bearded. What happened to you? I thought you were a milkmaid.
I was a dairy products distribution agent, thank you. All that's behind me now. I'm a thespian.
I'm sorry.
An actress, a star of stage and screen. I'm starring in a new clicky called Trolls Prefer Blondes.
Oh. And why do trolls prefer blondes?
Well, apparently I'm damn, what's that word for generic pop idol?
An icon?
No, icons grow on trees.
Those are acorns.
Really? I'm sure it wasn't acorns. Oh, well then. Maybe it was coconuts or melons then. I'm sure I heard it mentioned somewhere.
I think I'm beginning to get the idea.
Anyway, now I'm a famous pop coconut. It's ever so exciting.
So you're a clicky star now, are you?
Yeah, isn't it fun? They said my assets and experience perfectly suited me to the job.
Experience? You were a bloody milkmaid.
So?
I fail to see what milk production has to do with qualities of screen charisma. Ah. Oh, forget I said that. What a lovely dress. Very, very glittery, wouldn't you say? Not that I'm hinting about clues or anything.
Glitter is what all this clicky business is about.
Cool. Yet another empty-headed character. Nice glittery dress, though.
All right, I can already see where this one is going.
Let's just stop all this now.
Clearly, we take the knife. And no, I'm
What
just
would you
kidding.
do with that? There isn't any more room down her front.
I think we need to get underneath her in the grate and waft up some air, potentially with this bellows. And then the glitter falls down. Although, whether or not we need a... Ooh, well, we have a pot for collecting glitter, perhaps. Now, how do I get down there?
Oh, looks much too firmly stuck down. Did I say the one about great grates yet?
And just to be sure, we can't do anything from here, can we?
I think a little more subtlety is needed.
Okay. And Darius continues to ask a question that, frankly, many, many more people should be asking themselves. Why in the world do they support this
This one looks
nonsense?
good. Attack of the 50-foot dwarf. Should go down a treat with the local trolls. I can't just steal a bunch of pixels, you know. Anyway, at this resolution, they're just too heavy.
You could try. That just takes us away from the plaza. I don't see any obvious underground access. Unless we can go via the Fool's Guild. Okay, there might be more to see at the plaza yet.
Popcorn!
Like leaving it. Can we go inside?
Odium? What's an odium, and why should I care?
Is that a take on the Odeon, which was a load of cinemas at least in the UK? Probably all long gone by now. How in the world does one get into the rancid underground of Ankh-Morpork then? Didn't see any obvious entry in the shades. Well, let's keep exploring.
Used to be one of the more jolly guilds. Now look at it, just a pile of rubble.
Ooh.
A clown's hooter. Now I can blow my own horn at last.
So many things to be stealing.
A clown's hooter. Now I can blow my own horn at last.
Oh, you're telling me Odeon's still alive, Kitty? I am surprised. Oh, this looks like a way down.
That leads to the sewers.
Alright, we'll go there after we've seen what else there is.
My old pals, the Fool and Chucky. Great gods, you two again?
Yo, Chucky.
Oh, God.
But you're dead. You quit life's stage. You're resting.
Chucky wants to be the ghost of all jokes past. Being dead is grand. Look, we even get flowers. Oh, Chucky.
Now look,
Knock, knock.
who's there?
Cohen.
Cohen who?
Cohen, answer the door. Oh, Chucky.
Why is it everyone else toddles off to heaven or hell and you two get to hang around here?
Chucky. I'm stuck. Stucky.
You can't leave. I mean, you're dead, but not gone before. You're haunting.
No, death hasn't come for us yet. Left us floating here, he did. Chucky can't leave the Guildhall stones and mortar. Not even for sures.
Yours? What's yours?
Oh, a pint of lager and roast boar crisp, thanks. Oh, Chucky.
You're right. You are the ghost of old jokes. Oh, no. If we had to have a character from the past, what happened to that nice Amazon lady? Maybe I can throw his haunted rocks into the middle of a sewer or something. Let's see him laugh that one off.
Well, now that's not a bad idea there, Rincewind.
Goodbye for now.
Could we possibly? I don't ever recall the Odeon having a reclining seat. I don't recall it being that fancy either. Okay, right. I am convinced that we want to go down to the sewers and find our way over to Under the Milkmaid. Where is this?
That leads to the Pork Futures warehouse.
Pork Futures. An idea, but we'll come back to that one. I want to Stay on the mental train while I'm there. Oh, now we're talking.
What a great grate. Hey, there's the milkmaid. Quite a flattering angle, really. No, can't move it.
Don't need to move it, Rincewind. Just get the bellows out.
Miss? Are you all right? Should I stop now?
No, keep it going a little longer. My agent always said I needed more exposure.
What is that expression, Rincewind? He doesn't look all that happy about it.
Glitter dust, eh? Well, I'm sure this will come in very useful.
Alright, so how are we doing then? We've got the glitter dust, we've got the mouse, but not yet its blood. Need to figure out the sticks, the stinks, and the candles. Making good headway on this game. Be done in time for dinner.
Just some old barrels. No, there's nothing in them.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Fan of Gaming ran Discworld 2 for one of the community thons that we had. Didn't want to watch all the way through it because I didn't want to learn all the stuff lest I be running it again myself, and here I am. But I wonder how long it took him. Donkey says that they finally elevated from YouTube Scrub, mainly watching the likes of Frostpunk, Xenonauts, and Dungeon Keeper. This is an experience. Well, we play all sorts on this channel. That's for sure. It has always been a variety channel. Egads, am I just getting lost here? No, I think it simply loops back.
Pork Futures. Probably no other world in the multiverse has warehouses for things which only exist in Potentia. Here, however, the Pork Futures warehouse is a product of the patricians' rules about baseless metaphors, the literal mindedness of citizens who assume that everything must exist somewhere, and the general thinness of reality around Ankh. The net result is that trading in Pork Futures, in pork that doesn't exist yet, led to the building of the warehouse to store it until it does. The extremely low temperatures are caused by the imbalance in the temporal energy flow.
So we still have the David Attenborough style explanations of things that happen within this world, but they don't have the wee animation this time.
The image of pork that may exist sometime in the future. Nothing like thinking ahead, I suppose. What? Pick up something that doesn't exist yet? The image of nothing.
You telling me that doesn't work? Oh, ice!
I hope this ice isn't made from that river water outside. Nah, it can't be. It's the wrong colour. Well, I doubt whether I can move it by hand.
So I'm all but certain I won't be able to make use of this just yet, but this is certainly how we get it, right? Yes, if memory serves, this ice actually melts over time, so you're on a timer to put it to use. But we don't actually have the puzzle to go with it for now.
A great big ice block? Yeah, now all I need is a martini the size of a bird bath.
It's nice to have a character who's actually a heavy drinker. As I understand, all wizards in Ankh-Morpork are. And for the abuse that he puts up with, Rincewind would have to be. Also, that's very nice. If you double-click on your destination, you don't have to wait for him to waddle his way over there. Dunk.
Wandering shop. No one knows why. But all the most truly mysterious and magical items are brought from shops that appear and, after a trading life even briefer than a double glazing company's, vanish like smoke. They can turn up wherever there's a suitable stretch of blank wall. But once there, they have always been there. Dust and grime and a general worn look instantly dispel any doubts in the minds of people who may have walked down that same street every day for a year without noticing it.
There are 3 general theories to explain the phenomenon of wandering shops. 1. Many thousands of years ago, there evolved somewhere in the multiverse a race whose single talent was to buy cheap and sell dear. 2. They are the creation of a sympathetic fate, charged with the role of supplying exactly the right thing at the right time. 3. They are simply a very clever way of getting around the various Sunday closing acts. All these theories have 2 things in common. They explain the known facts, and they are completely and utterly wrong.
Metzel's saying that they do consultation for pig breeding. So they find this funny. Good lord. Life imitates art, imitates life. And Noir, I believe, will be the game that we're running after this.
A stuffed flamingo. Yes, well, I'm not quite sure what it's doing in an adventure shop, but if you must have a flamingo, then I suppose this is as good a place as any in which to put it. Just what I've always wanted. I don't suppose I can have it then.
Why not? It's yours. You only had to ask.
Ah, just what we always needed. I'm getting a bit concerned at how rapidly the inventory is growing, though.
A stuffed pink flamingo. Actually, they say flamingos turn pink due to eating pink shrimps. Since shrimps only go pink after they're boiled, I think the reason for our friend Birdie's demise is starting to become more and more apparent.
Beginning to get concerned about all of this.
1 alligator, badly stuffed. Well, every magical shop has to have one, I suppose. That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly not. It's not for sale.
Books. The perfect resting place for overfull coffee cups. I'll have to get a few more of those. That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly not. It's not for sale.
What a wonderful voice on the old woman here. I wonder who it is.
A stuffed fish. I can't say I think this is the absolute best sales venue for preserved seagoing wildlife. Still, if today was the day I wanted to go into combined camping and weapons shop and purchase sea life, then this would certainly be my choice du jour. That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly.
What? No mumbo jumbo? No sudden insistence that I go on a special quest or anything?
What? Me? Order a princess about? Whatever are you thinking?
I love the recurring joke that people think that Rincewind Lasks is running around in a dress.
A stuffed fish? Well, you'd be stuffed too if you'd had your innards replaced with old wool bits and cotton scraps.
Even the other wizards, who are themselves wearing dresses.
Stuffed? Well, you'd be stuffed too if you'd had your innards replaced with old wool bits and cotton scraps.
Wait, but that fish looks oddly alive. Maybe we can cut it open.
Cutting that won't help me. Cutting that won't help me.
And the ice is melting.
A great big ice block. Yeah, now all I need is a martini the size of a bird bath.
Oh, jeez, all these items. What could they all mean?
Frog-scented incense. Extra smoky. Frog-scented? In the middle of summer? These people are barbarians. That looks interesting. Could I possibly have it then?
Certainly.
I'm a bit worried at just how many items she's giving me.
Incense. Frog-scented. Nope, can't reach them. I better ask her first anyway. Candles, excellent. These should do the job nicely.
But it's not 4 candles.
That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly not. It's not for sale.
Jars. Yes, once again, a closer inspection does in fact reveal that they are jars. What's the matter? Don't you trust the written description? A strange machine. I don't know what it does, and I'm fairly certain I'll rest better tonight for never having known. Maybe it has something to do with this being called a wandering shop. I'm already lost. Let's not make it worse.
Hey there, Your Highness. And aren't you a pretty little girl?
I'm not a little girl. I'm a powerful and dignified magician.
Why are you dressed up as a princess, then?
I most certainly am not.
You've got a tall, pointy hat. All princesses have tall, pointy hats.
Look, it's not...
And a dress. A tall, pointy hat and a dress. That's a princess in my book.
So how do you explain the beard then, eh? Eh?
I thought that was just probably your peasant blood, dear. A lot of men find a bit of hair sultry and attractive.
I wish a lot of women did.
Not wrong.
I can't really see that this shop serves any valid social purpose at all. It all seems like a total waste of resources.
Well, that's nice coming from a princess.
Look, for the last time, I am not a princess.
Okay, Your Highness.
Look, all joking apart, what are you selling?
Well, Your Highness, this here is an adventure shop. It has all the marvellous things people need when they decide that their main calling in life is to find a hole in the ground, collect some friends, and then go delving into the underground, armed only with swords, rope, 10-foot poles, halberds, 6 torches, and a flask of oil.
Good gracious. And is there actually much of a demand for this?
No. It's all collectible trading cards these days. Dim wick, the smothering. It's taken all the fun out of the business. I can't even shift magic items anymore.
Magic items? What, elven cloaks, magic swords, boots of speed, that kind of thing?
That's the stuff. We don't really stock the boots anymore, though. We did have boots of domination, but a female barbarian already bought up those. Anyway, do have a browse, Your Highness, and let me know if there's anything you want.
For asking about candles. Candles? You do candles?
Yes, Your Royal Highness. I make them by hand. Well, I would make them by hand, but everyone just uses continual light spells these days. I don't really stock candles anymore. Those are just display models made out of plaster.
But you could make me some if you had the chance.
Oh, yes, love. I just need you to bring me the raw materials. Now, your grade A candle, that's made from dead whales. We used to use their nasal hairs, but these days a true pure white candle is made from spermaceti.
Where does that come from?
I never dared ask, love. Anyway, the next best thing is beeswax.
Beeswax, right.
We used to have a lovely bee milking parlour out the back. The bees insisted it was the only way to get the job done. Every evening, we'd round up the bees and settle them down in little chairs, give them all a newspaper, and let them wax away to their heart's content. Then someone pointed out that all we had to do was open up the hive and scoop out all the wax we want. The little buzzers had been having us on all along.
You just can't trust a bee, can you?
That's just what I always say, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, stop it.
What a magnificent voice on that woman.
Let's just stop all this now.
Always harrowing to think in these 30-year-old games, she's probably dead. Right, so is the message here, find some bees and milk them?
Candles, excellent. These should do the job nicely.
Must be, after all, our goal is to grab the 4 candles. Her breathing voice is not as magnificent. Everyone's got their problems. Ooh, the wandering shop does indeed wander. I wonder if that's going to be plot critical at some point.
Call this death, do you? In my day, people knew how to die properly. Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
Nice day for it.
Drop dead!
I'm surprised even his legs managed to penetrate the ank.
I wouldn't go closer if I were you. It's only called water because of the position it occupies between the river bottom and the sky. Here, try and dive onto that and you'll dent more than your hat. I'm not swimming in that, or walking on it for that matter.
Ah, but could we perhaps scoop some up?
I can't put that in the pot.
Yeah, probably rot the pot.
One seafaring fish-eating bird. I hope he's not looking for his dinner in the river Ank. At least not without a pick and a shovel.
All right, can I perhaps coax the bird into being mine by a stuffed fish? Yes. Of course.
I've heard of stunned mullets, but never a stunned mallet.
She's just gonna steal the birds. Queen's not gonna like this.
One slightly stunned wading bird. Not surprising the way it dived onto the river Ank.
Alright, so well, we've got rid of one of the vaguely useless items, but now we have another vaguely useless item. Maybe I can shank the other fish. Okay. Ugh. I'm very happy to see the knife get a use, though.
Ah, Jim lad. Just the thing for hanging something on.
What?
Despite what you may want, I can't really hang myself off this hook.
Is the message that I would want to hang something off the hook?
A hammer-headed shark. They're called hammer-headed sharks, you know, because their head is shaped like a hammer. See? Now you can say you've used your computer for educational purposes.
I'd take the whole shark.
A hammer-headed shark. Actually, if you were intent on being a terror of the deeps, wouldn't you consult with a cosmetic surgeon first?
Okay. Why? Do I re-hang it off of the hook? Oh, luggage is fine. He's a magical bag of holding with legs.
It wouldn't make sense to hang that from the hook.
I don't think it would make sense to hang anything from this hook. Maybe the flamingo?
It wouldn't make sense.
The pot?
It wouldn't make sense to...
Maybe you now have 3 replacement mallets, but we haven't found the stiffening starch yet. Can't interact with our dead colleague. I'm a little lost on what Rincewind's position within Unseen University is, though. He talks down to other students, so I assume he is not a student, but he's also looked down on by the faculty members, so I'm not entirely sure he's paid.
I wouldn't go closer if I were you. It's only called... Here, try...
Okay, well, we'll put it in the corner of our mind that there is a hook that I could hang something from, should I want to.
Novelty stuff. Now, this looks interesting. I wonder what they are, not to mention what use they could possibly be. You know, I doubt that I can just push the wall down. Very knockdownable, that wall. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens people.
What? I'm unsure what you're getting at here. Can I actually enter that? Doesn't seem to be an enterable door.
You know, I doubt that I can just push the wall down. Very knockdownable, that wall. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens
I think
people.
I get it. Right, we're meant to use the hook to put something heavy on it so we can swing it and knock down this wall. Something heavy I don't seem to have. But maybe in time I will. Unless I can attach luggage to it. Nah. No, I know exactly what the block of ice is to be used for, and also it's a former block of ice. It's all melted away. Much like the first game, a plot-critical element is shoving stuff up someone's arsehole. And it won't be an aphrodisiac custard-up octopus this time. It's going to be a big old block of ice. That is one of 2 puzzles that I remember the solution to in this game. Right, I've been all the way around and I feel I have not made that much progress. Let's drop back by the suffragester, see if she has anything for us.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
What are my options for dealing with you then, other than the
I
obvious?
shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Is there anything that I would even want to do with her? You want to hoot her?
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Can I set fire to the corn?
Setting fire to that won't help. A
We
brochure
shall
about do-it-yourself clickies.
overcome.
You want to join the clickies?
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
No. Can you make the lover drone introduce it? She doesn't seem very short, though. The whole thing was that the ladder-selling second-best lover midget wants somebody about his own height. But in terms of women, there's the suffragester and there's the milkmaid. Neither of them are particularly short. We could have a quick talk with him. Was that over in Gimlet's or the other place? No, although I'm unsure if there's anything else I need to do over at Gimlet's. No doubt something at some point, and I might get filled with other characters as we go along. And I don't just cut the vile smell off of you. Do I have anything that could possibly grab that smell?
Cutting that won't help me. Cutting that won't help me.
Ah, damn. The way he moved around, I thought maybe I do just shank old smelly Ron.
This ladder of yours.
It allows the lover of...
Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one.
Okay.
I've found your perfect woman, I think. Or, to put it more accurately, I have found your greatest challenge. She's over in the mortuary.
You mean she's dead?
She doesn't seem to think so.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
Not what I expected, but I get my ladder.
A ladder, long and solid, just the thing to beat myself unconscious with and finally get a bit of kip.
Steady now, Idle. We've got a lot of game to go yet. Where was that? It was over here, was it not? Same scene as well. Hold on, I think he sings to her, is that right? He's not here right now, but I strongly recall there being a lot of singing. How did it go? I'm in the mood for love, but also romance? A fan of gaming would remember the words. Okay, very good. Now with that, we can go to the cemetery and climb up the tomb. I think Fan actually did a good rendition of that song himself, but he's good at being performative. Return the slab.
A drinking glass. Now, why would anybody have a glass beside their coffin? I have this strange feeling that I should leave it here. It could be an important plot element.
Okay, brilliant idea flashing through my mind. I need to somehow get the vampire to come back here to take a kip, and he'll put his teeth into this glass, and then I will steal it and then milk the mouse for its blood.
A Pinewood coffin. Actually, it's a little cosier inside than is strictly necessary.
But the question is, how do I get that old coot to go to bed? He says he goes back at daytime. Can I convince him that it's daytime?
As tempting as it is to curl up in a coffin and see out this game, one just must continue. It's me. It was me 5 minutes ago. And it'll still be me the next time you look, too.
I love the animation in this game.
I wonder if it's about time my luggage had a bath. Let's just leave him alone.
Okay, well, I come up here, but there's nothing to actually do, right?
A drinking glass. Now,
unless I meant to shove something into that, like the chilies.
I wouldn't fit in the glass.
Would anything fit in the glass?
I wouldn't fit in the glass.
Okay, well, if a bunch of corn wouldn't fit, I don't think anything's going to here. And that's actually quite nice that we leave the ladder here. It tells me that we're probably not going to use it for other things, right? Okay, just checking, because you could leave the ladder behind in the shades in the first game. Right, any bright ideas on convincing the old coot vampire to go to bed? I'll have a quick word with him, see if anything's opened up there. Try rubbing a few items against him. Is it pissing with rain out there? Dear God, it is. I'm glad I did my laundry yesterday. Wait, where am I? Where the hell is this?
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you? Well, now you're just talking rubbish. Order your thoughts, young man. Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show?
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Hello there. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear. About 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to cross your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind.
Ugh.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch 'em. Squish it out of 'em like wringing laundry.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm? Gives you pause for thought.
Not much of a pause, Rincewind. I have no recollection of ectoplasm being involved in
Look,
this.
I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
But what in the world is this whole place all about? And can I have anything?
One crystal ball, complete with test pattern. Just snow. Guess I don't know how to work it. Mrs. Cake, you'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
That puts me more in mind of the curse of Madam C.
No, I don't think so. I have a nasty feeling that this skull motif will come up a lot later on. Sort of a sense of foreboding here. I'll better ask her about buying it. A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion.
Quite well, thank you. Well, go on, ask it. I get a migraine if you don't ask the right questions once the answers have come.
Hello, Mrs. Cake. How are you?
That's better.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have up on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice, fresh ectoplasm.
Ugh, ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Phew, thank heavens that's all over.
I'm so very sorry about that, young man. I'll forget my own head next. Now, how may I help you?
See you later.
I need to get you some ectoplasm. My only thought is that maybe I could wring out Chucky, but I don't know how I could go about that with my current assortment. Maybe I'll figure something out. What I really should figure out is where am I? I thought I was entering the shades. And I certainly feel like I'm in the shades. Ah, there was another scene beyond the dead. Aha.
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your...
Okay, phew.
Goodbye.
That sudden moment gave me pause for thought, and that thought was, you haven't saved the game, Jake. Oh, Christ, it doesn't like me using number pad. There we go. In the overview, you have 3 ways of getting the shades. That we do. I managed to lose my train of thought, though. Something ectoplasm. And that was over at the Foolish Guild. All right, Chucky, how can I get you?
Great gods, you two again?
Can't just shank him for it?
Cutting that won't help me.
No. I can't collect him in a pot? He is really chucking it down out there.
I can't put that in the pot.
People were telling me it's some kind of European heatwave, and I'm not seeing it, frankly.
It's too stunned to eat that.
Oh. So you're telling me the wadding bird can eat something?
That won't help me get any blood. That won't help me get any blood. Incense. Frog scented. A clown's hooter. How? Nah, that doesn't go well with hooters. That doesn't need any air added.
Then I'm already out of ideas. And this is a very small area. Okay, my best thought is to head back to the university, see what's changed and what can be done. Why is it called the Unseen University? Does anybody actually have problems seeing this place? Hail, Arch-Chamberlain. I have glitter.
Here we are then. Glitter dust for your perusal.
Ah, right you are, my boy. Excellent. We'll make a junior apprentice wizard out of you yet.
But I'm already an assistant wizard, 3rd class.
The day is still young.
Well, there we go. We got his position. Assistant Wizard 3rd class. That sounds miserable. Ninja, you're in the academics. How low in the pecking order would that be? You'd get your assistant's assistant to get this guy to defer the questions for you. Don't think we have anything else to give to him unless I want to stab him.
If I wanted one of those, I would have asked for one of those.
Come to think of it, the Arch-Chancellor here is just Ninja. Seems so low I would not be bothering with them. Oh, hang on, I wanted to investigate if I could put the food in the pot.
I can't put that in the pot.
You could try. There's also the idea that maybe I want to stuff the bird with food.
It's too stunned to eat that.
Can I unstun it? Maybe with some chilies dragged over its face.
That doesn't need to have chili added to it. That doesn't need to have chili added to it.
This is such an incredulous way of saying that. Gosh, Eric Idle is a gift. Have they buggered off from the garden yet? No, so I can't steal their mallets.
I can't just take it from him.
But maybe I could do a switcheroo. How about flamingo for your mallet?
It's already...
You're going to put that mallet down? Don't know why flamingo for mallet would make any sense, but...
Come to think of it, the Dean's more your stuffed flamingo sort of guy.
Okay, the Dean rather than the Bursar. Promising. Okay, just like that then.
Well, at least this quest is underway. I've got one stick to start with.
Okay, how about the bird then? I think the birds, like the orangutans, switcheroo. Unbelievable, but this is telling me that it's bird related. Meaning I need another bird.
A hammer-headed shark. Actually, if you were intent on being a
Actually, maybe hammer-headed shark makes a lick of sense. It's a bit big though, isn't it? Come on, put your mallet down. Gosh, the Bursar got really ugly in this game. Not that the wizards have all been champions of sex appeal, but To each their own, I suppose. There we go. All too easy.
Quest completed. 3 identical sticks. Now we're cooking.
Are we really, though? I don't know about that one. Right, there was the Mr. Maze bird here, though, that we couldn't catch. One of my thoughts was to use one of the birds on this bird, but since that's not happening, what's a man to do? I can't just shank the thing.
That won't help. I need something to entice him down.
Oh, entice him. Well, I can do that. I've got corn. Now, why I'm trying to steal a rooster, I don't know. Pathetic, Rincewind.
Damn, nearly had the little blighter. If only I could make him less sure of himself.
Less sure of himself? Maybe I could pour booze over the corn.
Alcohol-soaked corn. This should give something a decent hangover.
I was kidding, but okay. Alcohol makes you more sure of yourself. But dare we ask, why did we even want it?
1 rooster, totally plastered. Cutting that won't help me. Nah, that doesn't go well with Hooters.
We could at least try. Can I set fire to it?
Setting fire to that won't help. Setting. Leave. Leave well enough alone. I've got my 3 sticks. Setting fire to that won't help. I can't put that in the pot. Setting fire to that won't help. I'm not touching that. You never know where it's been.
That doesn't work. Ooh, but using it with the incense makes sense. Yes!
New improved burning incense. Toasted frog scented.
Maybe I can trade it for those smelly boots. Is this Discworld easier than the previous one, or is this the easier act? It's the first act. And it's longer and harder than the first act in the first game. So far. Well, if it's longer so far, I think it's going to remain longer. Right, I still need your stench, imp. Maybe.
These boots are yours, then? They're the home of your stench.
Aha! They are the perfect home for any stench. They are, in fact, the ideal dream home for really strong smells. I aim to go and attract some really astounding stinks to myself later on, right after a good, hard, manic fit. Hang on.
Okay, so I think we need to make you have a fit. Then you're going to take off your boots to grab some smells and we're going to steal them.
An imp with curious steel sole boots. That looks curious. Look, I hope you're writing this down. I mean, what do you want me to do? Shout, hint?
It would help me, Rincewind. Right, I'm going to do the whole rub everything against you. Incense might be an idea, though.
Well, that won't help me catch him.
Him?
Well, that won't help me catch him.
What else could give somebody a fit?
Well, that won't help me catch him.
I do like the idea of just throwing rocks at you.
Well, that won't help me catch him. Well, that won't help me catch him.
What would give an imp a fit? You scared of mice?
Well, that won't.
You want to smother chilies all over your chest?
Well, that won't help me catch him.
I'll live to the guy who would. Firecracker moment? Well, we haven't found any explosives.
Well, that won't help me catch him.
I don't know. Can the rooster go in the birdhouse?
I better not throw that away. I might need it.
Why?
Well, that won't help me catch him. I have no need to plant that.
Oh, we plant things in the compost heap. Things like chilies. Scoop it up in a pot?
I have
No, okay. Right, well, we need to put the imp into a fit and plant something in the compost heap. Let's file those away in memory. I don't know why I say things like that. I don't have memory.
a maze. Oh, please, let's not add this to our list of woes. I'm already lost.
I know it, Rincewind. What a bizarre game. Anyway, I can at least turn in the 3 sticks. Assuming that Ninja here is happy with them being mallets.
Look at this. Sticks, 3 thereof, all exactly alike. Precisely as specified.
Oh, very good. What did you do then? Just go and get some sticks from the garden?
Well, I never.
Well, obviously you did.
How does he know? Okay, well, 2 down, 3 to go, one of which we have some of the bits for, but not all. What about the high energy facility? I know nobody wants to be in here, least of all me. Hang on, was this always here?
I like a nice magnet, don't you? I've always found magnets strangely attractive. Attractive, get it? Attract with the magnet. Well, there's little enough fun in this job. If you can't enjoy yourself, then you might as well just go home and lie down.
Oh, don't tempt me there, Rincewind. And cheers, yeah, fishy, I slept off. Uncle Nurgle.
A magnet. Evidence of a frightening world of physical forces that I'm quite happy to ignore.
Could I put a mouse in the hex thing, though?
That won't help me get any blood.
No, okay. Blood is all we're thinking about. I'd rather spend as little time here as possible, so we'll quickly check if there's anything new. And then
A
move
foam
away.
accelerator, eh? It looks like a giant drink mixer to me.
I wonder if that's a hint that we are actually meant to use it to mix some drinks. But nobody has anything new for me. The ants have all gone away. I stole the test tube. And now the magnet is mine. Can't believe I missed that magnet. At the moment I stepped in here this time, it just stood out like a sore thumb. But a magnet. What could one do with a magnet? Bearing in mind I still need some beeswax to get the candles. Nothing comes to mind with a cemetery. Can't enter the podium.
Boo booby doo.
Is her saying but okay. Is her saying boo booby doo meant to be a reference to
Excuse
something?
me, I think... Odium? What's an odium and why should I care?
Yeah, one wonders if I haven't already done everything there is to do there, at least until new items and characters show up. Ah, a magnet. A magnet. The boots were metallic. Ah, excellent idea. Very excellent idea. Why else would they be metallic if not for us to magnet them away? Of course, not all metals are magnetic. Can anybody name 5 non-magnetic metals? Surely we have enough brains between us. That easy.
Boots taken from an imp. Look, observe, but pray do not smell.
But is that good enough for the smell? I suspect it's not, but I'll double check. I think what I need to do is switch them out over in the shades. Hint, they'll give you radiation poisoning for the most part. Gosh, poor job from chat here. Blanket points out mercury. Titanium and aluminium are not, I believe, but my memory is foggy.
If I wanted one of those, I would have asked for one of those.
Yeah, as expected. I suspect we need to use these boots to absorb the stench. That nasty green stench from the shades. I've never owned enough gold to check if it's magnetic. Pretty sure I've owned no gold. Right, boots, do your thing. Any steel from China?
Well, at least I know he likes the smell of these boots. They make good bait. I'd have to be drunk before I put it in there.
Bait.
The boots don't really go with that.
So I need to do
I think you
something to... What?
I've got a better idea. I'll go out there and play the game, and you come in here and risk life and limb, okay?
That's not how it works, Rincewind. We're not playing Comics Zone. Right, do we have anything that stinks that I can put in the boots to make it really nasty such that it would want it? Maybe I can fill it full of compost. It was found at the compost after all.
I have no need to plant that.
Yeah, okay, well, it was a thought. There's the Ankh-Morpork water. That stuff's pretty stenchy. There's also, yeah, good thought, the frog-scented incense.
Let's leave well enough alone. The boots don't really go with that.
The chilies?
It doesn't need to have chili added to it.
I love the way he says that. Well, if it's not the frog-scented incense, it's not the compost. It's promising. You don't need safety saves? Yeah, I did one like 5 or 10 minutes ago. But you know what? It's not called save and save often for nothing. I still haven't found a way to get my ectoplasm, which I suspect I get off of Chucky here. Probably haven't picked up anything new unless Drunken Rooster can get it from him.
That won't sober him up.
I meant to sober up the rooster?
Let's leave.
Chilies are sobering.
That doesn't need to have chili added to it.
A pick through the head?
I'm afraid that doesn't go very well with a pick.
No, I don't have Trotsky to hand. Sobering. Would a view up the grate up the milkmaid's skirt be sobering? It's a consideration.
I don't see how that can possibly help.
Okay, Rincewind. Maybe I can dunk it in the ice.
Well, that won't help break any ice off.
No, okay, so you specifically want the ice chipped off, which we can do. There's no problem with that. I can grab my pick, and I can grab some ice. But I know what that's meant to be used for. Although I don't know that it's not used for anything else. We're drawing back on very, very old childhood memories here. I know exactly where this ice goes.
That doesn't need to be any colder than it already is.
Playing this game was much more laborious back in the day with the very long loading screens going on. Whenever there's a bit of audio to be played, you suddenly hear the CD whirring up to read it. Caesar 3 would do that as well. Fill the boots with Ankh-Morpork water.
The boots don't really go with that. It wouldn't make sense to hang that from the hook.
Have we found anything particularly sobering?
It wouldn't make sense to hang that from the hook.
We've already done the air press on the lassie's dress. We gathered the glitter, and that's one of the items that we got done for our quest.
4 cc's of mouse blood. Ugh. Glitter dust. 1 smell. Vile. 3 sticks. Must be exactly the same length. Not just your ordinary candles. No, we need dribbly candles.
So we more or less have an idea for all of these. We have the mouse, and we have an idea of how to get the blood, which is something that I've been meaning to chase up, so we should get to that. We've already got the glitter dust and handed in. We already handed in the sticks. We're a bit of the way towards the smell, but it just needs a bit more. And we need to find somewhere to get beeswax for those candles. No sign of it, though. Do you want a hint that you already heard? Well, the thing is, Sudazima, it's not blind for you. I'm open to blind back seating. Actually, maybe I should be actually putting that in the title. Blind back seating, okay. It's to evoke the childhood memory of playing through this game and nobody really knowing what to do and combining all of our grey matter to at least try some new things.
Novelty stuff. Now, this looks interesting. I wonder what they are. Not.
But if you just know the answer, then I don't think we want that until we're begging for it. There was a fishing rod. There was a fishing rod. Maybe out over at the pier? I don't see a fishing rod. That's not to say it's not there, but I certainly don't see one. Oh god, now I'm being called blind, which usually means there is something that I missed. A fishing rod. You're really gonna have to point this one out for me. And I can do the whole panning across the screen. We've got houses in the background, the water here. God knows what's on the water. There's a crane back here. There's... I don't know what that would be. Some kind of handle sticking out the house, much like that one, attached to the cranes. I'm still open to the idea that maybe I did miss a fishing rod here, but I sure don't see one. And I'm very punitive towards people that call me blind, but reveal that they themselves are the numpties. And I can't help but feel that was Clarion. Well, please enjoy, I don't know, 5 days of your own blindness. Now, what else? Talking smack is fine, but you get smacked if you don't back it up. We have not done anything with the suffragester, which bothers me a little bit.
We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
Of course, if it's me that's wrong and there's actually a fishing rod there, maybe I'll take a 5-day time out my own, on my own. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay. Can I... Maybe the rooster would be sobered up by listening to your nonsense.
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Oh, when else are you going to take advantage of them? You want a smell of incense?
I shouldn't take it.
Hag.
I shouldn't take advantage.
Some weird noises going on the other side of the screen here, but... You want to smell these boots? We haven't had anything to do with this, lass.
I shouldn't.
It's kind of off-putting.
We shall overcome.
I shouldn't take.
We shall overcome.
Hey, now it's suffragester, not femingester. Suffragester is actually quite clever. Okay, I still have one lead in my head that I can follow, but once that peters out, I might start asking chat to weigh in with their ideas here. Again, if you don't know the answer, that's what I'm looking for. That might sound contradictory, but it's really not. Okay, can I convince the very sad-looking vampire that it's time for him to go Betty Bye-Byes? Now, perhaps you can help me with that, troll.
What'll it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Okay, it will not be.
Looks like a Bloody Mary to me, with the odd protozoan in it for flavour.
The drink is available, making me think that maybe I could force him to drink something. Maybe some chilies.
Now I'll best leave it alone.
Oh, okay. You want some melted ice in your drink?
Now I'll best leave it. That's not going to help. This is one character that should be put back in his coffin.
Yeah, I'm working on that, but how do I tell him to go back to his sleepy
Oh,
bye-byes?
blood.
So, you're a vamp.
Well,
So what do you do? I mean,
well,
you're not a vampire?
I am. Think. Look at this. Yeah, terrified now, eh? Frozen by my powers. Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it.
Have you tried collecting the ectoplasm from the ghost in the test tube? I don't think so, but I'm convinced that test tube is for collecting the mouse's blood.
So, this is it. You're just going to sit... Haven't you got some...
Where's... Oh, you want to see my home, my friend? You call that... I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
So I need it to be dawn.
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary? Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out. Sorry, can't stay and chat all day.
Trying to think of anything I could do to convince this guy to go to bed.
That's not going to... This is one cut.
Maybe I should just rub the various items I have against him.
That's not going to...
I think vampires are vulnerable to fire, and they can't cross water. So how about some matches?
That's not going to help. This is...
Stab him?
That's not going to... This is...
Convince him to get an early night's sleep so he can watch the clickies?
That's not going to help. This is one character that...
Some garlic. Haven't found anything garlicky, have we?
Now...
What? Oh, right. If I sober up the rooster, I can make it crow so he thinks that it's morning. Oh, now we're talking.
You'd only end up eating it.
Okay, sobering up a rooster.
That doesn't need to be any colder than it already is.
I thought I would try and convince him that light was coming. I thought maybe he'd say, you know, I won't go to bed until the cockerel crows or something like that. But sobering up a rooster.
Let's leave.
Has anybody had anything that seems like it sobers people up? The coffee! Ah, the nasty old slum people and their disgusting coffee. I'll get that rooster woken up. I don't drink coffee, so it took a while to even make the connection. Brilliant.
One rooster, cold turkey sober.
It reminds me a bit of Day of the Tentacle, where you feed Fred Edison, whatever, Dr. Edison, the different kinds of coffee. Just open him like a trapdoor and shove in the calf or the decaf. All right, let's do it. I love these animations. How does that work? He took the glass with him. be having that. Time to suck the mouse dry. That does still leave us in a deficit of 2 items, but cross that bridge and all that. Wastelander 92 is coming in. It's the first time they've ever been in chat. And they're using this virgin moment to say, it's my first time catching a stream. I really enjoyed your Factorio Space Age run on YouTube. Why, thank you. I also enjoyed that a whole lot and was actually rewatching a bit of that the other day. Busy being dismayed about some of my performance, but also flabbergasted at some parts like Gleba. I was very happy with my Gleba.
False teeth. Ugh, those things still have strawberry stains.
Well, they're yours now. Here you go, luggage. Here you go, mouse. Why did he put them in his mouth? Rancid.
A test tube containing 4 cc's of mouse blood. An undead mouse.
That could be relevant? Well, remember what they said at the start, Kitty? The animation budget's gone up. Right, what possible use could I have for an undead mouse? I have no idea, but for now, let's return with our goodie. I really like how much easier it is to navigate between the areas. One of the issues in playing the first game, I'm not sure how well it came across on stream, but transitioning from one area to another was a pain in the bum.
There you go. Bet you thought a mouse didn't hold that much blood.
How exactly... No, never mind. Some things are best left unknown.
And thus we need only the stench and the fork handles. Fork handles is a great name for a horse. Who gave Eurista that idea when he was playing the horse game? Right. So there's certainly a piece of the puzzle missing here with regards to getting this
hello, it's you again.
stench. Oh. Hello, Death Mouse.
Hello, how are you? And shouldn't you be getting a move on and get Death back on his feet?
That's very clever. Where did you come from?
You'd have to ask my mother and father. They never tell me. That's just a familiar little joke.
Yeah, a very familiar little one. That's just a little bit of sarcasm.
You just wait until I get my own body back, young man. I'll give you sarcasm.
Right, so I'm unsure what the implication here is. Do I need to make the boots smellier or have a way to cut off the vile smell whilst they're being attracted to the old boots? My suspicion is I need to make them smellier. But maybe I could switch the boots.
Well, at least I know he likes the smell of these boots. They make good bait.
Switch them with foul odor on?
The boots don't really go with that.
Oh, and I can't interact with his boots either. Does the undead mouse smell?
An undead mouse. I think he's past caring. That doesn't... Those are boots you're cooking, aren't they?
Prime boots with stench attached. They smell like shoes, you know. Gotta have lots of boots to maintain a real fine stink, you know. Get off. There's plenty for everyone.
Does that mean there's plenty for me?
What's that cloud hanging over you?
Stench. It's a first-class smell.
You're saying that your smell is so powerful it actually can be seen?
It likes the boots, you know.
I've known some people like that.
Nothing it likes better than to settle down with a good old boot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to continue with my job as resident crazy man. It's beans. They say there's nothing like it. Mind you, I prefer mud. Spider, stick, millennium, hand and shrimp.
You know, some might say that this chap lacks a firm grasp upon reality.
Yeah.
My personal theory is that he has a very firm grasp upon reality. It's simply not a reality the rest of us have ever met before.
Spare a gold piece.
Sadly, mixing the chilies with the boots does nothing. Those are Hooters.
That doesn't need to have chili added to it.
Sounds like you need to attract the smell to the boots. Yeah. Not seeing it, though.
A vile smell? An ambulatory vile smell? Yes, well, that's brought some life into my day. Even though his odour seems solid enough, I doubt that I could catch it with my hands. Do you suppose any of this stuff has a use, or is it just background colour?
By the way, I couldn't give a groschen to you, could I?
You can't just throw money at something and expect it to work.
Little do you know.
You can't just throw money at something and expect it to work.
What happens if I put this in luggage? Ooh. So I suspect that much like the first game, we're going to have some puzzles where items need to be held specifically on Rincewind. But I don't know how I can get you.
Cutting that won't help me. Cutting that won't help me.
I'm running on empty for ideas here. If anybody has an idea of how to get the vile smell, or to get what I need for the candles. Oh, hang on. Would you take a mouse?
It has to be declared dead before you'll take it.
Declared dead? They do death declarations here. If the old bat here is anything to go by.
Putting that on the slab won't help.
Oh,
I think he's past caring. Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs.
Weather wax? Could I get some wax off of weather wax?
Cutting that won't help me. Granny Weatherwax.
Are you smelly?
The boots don't really go with that. The boots don't really go with that.
How about I fill them with slop?
The boots don't really go with that. Jars, eh? I'd say somebody around here has a pickling fetish. Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here? That wouldn't help open it.
Oh, hang on. Do I even want to open this thing? I could try.
That wouldn't help open it.
No crowbar. This isn't Discworld Noir.
That wouldn't help open it.
I'm
already in enough of a pickle. And she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
Could you make the other guy less smelly so the stench prefers the boot? That's a good idea. Oh, that's a terrific idea. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work, but it is a great idea because it's logical.
Let's leave well enough alone.
Oh.
Let's... Fascinating, isn't it? The length of desperate stupidity some people will go to just to solve a game.
He's talking to you, not me.
I'd have to be drunk before I put it in there.
Can the incense be used on the old man's boots? I can't interact specifically with Ron's old boots. Just Ron and his smell. And my attempts to convince the smell to join me, or my boots rather, gets cut short here. It takes a sniff, it likes it, but it doesn't like it more than it likes Ron.
Well, at least I know he likes the smell of these boots. They make good bait.
So yeah, decent idea that either Ron's boots must smell better or our boots must smell worse.
Spare a gold piece.
Yeah, one of my first thoughts was to cut the smell off of him with a knife, but
Cutting that won't help. Cutting that won't help me.
Sadly, no can do there.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
Oh, hold on, what's
A
this?
saw! At last I have seen a saw!
God, how much am I going to be stealing off of these people? Right, what can I do with a saw?
Oh, no, not that old saw. Oh,
Can I saw off the smell?
sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Maybe I could saw the wardrobe in half. Isn't that a magical trick? So there's some element of logic to it.
That wouldn't help open it.
Oh.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Saw luggage in half. Oh, he ate it. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. Have we found anything else that we want to saw in half, other than maybe the suffrage jester? Hold on, jester? Jesters would do a sawn in half trick. It's a little worrying that I walked past that place a dozen times and only finally noticed the saw. I wonder if there are other items that I've been missing.
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Ah. Can you take the I ain't dead and saw it in half? I can't interact with the sign specifically. There's still this hook.
Despite what you may want, I can't really hang myself off this hook.
Nor is there anything heavy enough to really justify
It wouldn't make sense to hang that from...
hanging off the hook. I can't I cannot hang luggage off the hook either.
Jim lad. Just the thing for hanging something on. I'm not swimming in that, or walking on it for that matter.
That fishing hook.
Very knockdownable, that wall. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens people.
Okay, running very low on ideas now. In fact, I think I'm out of ideas. There was the idea to collect the ectoplasm off of the jester, but now we've used up the receptacle for it. Hey, maybe I could saw you in half.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Oh, you could try, Rincewind. Nothing else around here, is there? I guess I could just rub everything against Chucky.
I'm afraid that doesn't go very well with a pick.
I was told to wring them like some laundry, but I don't really have an item that can do that, do I?
The boots don't really go with that.
Pot with a hook? I believe I tried that as well.
I think he's past caring. I think the brochure is self-explanatory, really.
Is it now?
A brochure about do-it-yourself clickies. That doesn't need to have chili added to it.
Suck him into the bellows. Interesting thought.
That doesn't need any air added.
But it seems our bellows are the blowing variety rather than the sucking variety.
I can't put that in the pot.
Can't put him in the pot. And I don't think there was even mention that the pot could interact with a hook, was there? I'd expect him to say something like, I should fill it with something first.
It wouldn't make sense to hang that from the hook.
Yeah. Can you use the bellows to air the milkmaid's dress? Yes, and we did. And that is how we got glitter. That said, there wasn't much else going on in that scene. We should double check it. Yeah, we went underground, we went below the grate, wheeked it up the milkmaid's dress and gathered her glitter. Not much else to go on here, though, is there?
By the great beard of someone unusually well bearded. What happened to you? Yet another empty-headed character. Nice glittery dress, though. What are you doing here, apart, that is, from being a disease vector?
That's an excellent line.
I suppose if I ever need a devious, slimy, utterly shameless clicky director, I'll know where to come. Gosh. Now that has to be a nested hint.
I better keep that one in mind as well. I really think there's very little to be done here. Nothing to collect. Already grabbed the admittedly vital ingredient of glitter.
I can't just steal a bunch of pixels, you know. Anyway, at this resolution, they're just too heavy. Let's not play with the scenery. It may upset the space-time continuum.
But we're not using L space this time. Okay, I am down and out on ideas. Perhaps I missed something here. Feels a little unexplored, all things considered. We got the mouse. You got anything else for me, Gimlet?
Candy Rock, that's right, sir. It's like a toffee for trolls. Well, very chewy toffee for trolls. The only problem is that it can make the teeth fall out. But I tell a lie. Happens about once a week then.
Raw mice au naturel. Why is it I have such a sense of foreboding and dread? Let's see what we have here. Rodent in a bun.
Hey there, sir. What can I cook for you? We got the meals for one and all, a fixed price menu, and everything come with a pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice, sir. Not just
Nothing we haven't heard before, I'm afraid.
Candy Rock.
Oh, that's enough of this conversation for me.
You said it, Rincewind.
Ah, the latest trend, a sidewalk cafe with umbrellas. I don't need an umbrella.
Okay, I thought we were going to be taking the umbrella. Otherwise, there's nothing else to really interact
I
with.
wonder if this is that Cafe Olay everyone keeps going on about. Here, if you want to go hoisting this thing up, then you come in here and try it yourself.
Not happening. Yeah, we already got rodent in a bun. That's how we got the mouse, which is now an undead mouse. Wait, unless I can show him the undead mouse and say, oi, there's something wrong with the mouse you gave me. I don't know why we'd want to do that, but it's a thought.
I think he's past caring.
Okay. Thoughts should be treasured in an experience like this. People want to see if we can go and blast air up the vents again. And I suppose we could try. I suppose one thing is we have not found any use for the potential meats area. We should try it again.
I think she's had enough exposure in this game, don't you?
No.
Just some old barrels.
Just having a wee pixel hunt to see if there's anything that I've missed around here.
What a great grate. Hey, there's the milkmaid. Quite a flattering angle, really. Nope, can't move it.
Hold on, what's this? No, okay, it kind of looked like a coil of rope over there. But I'm not in chat, yelling at myself, calling myself blind for not grabbing the rope. Right, is there anything I've missed here? Maybe I can saw off some of the pork.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
You could try.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help. I hope this ice isn't made from that river water outside. Nah, can't be. It's the wrong colour. What? Pick up something that doesn't exist yet? What? What?
I can't cover them in chilies either. How are you stuck? The hints were so clear, says Sudazima. So clear that you wanted to reiterate the hint. Well, go on then. Tell us about a hint we've already heard. Since nobody else in chat seems to be having any breakthrough ideas. And you know, I've done all of the thinking so far. Not sure of the gory aspect, but sawing the feet off of the rotting corpse and putting them in the boots may make them smellier. Which corpse? Chucky gave you a hint when you talked to him. Aha. Yeah, there's still something I need to do with Chucky. I want to wring him out, but we've been unable to find a way to do so. Yet.
Oh, no. If we had to have a character from the past, what happened to that nice Amazon lady? Maybe I can throw his haunted rocks into the middle of a sewer or something. Let's see him laugh that one off.
I would like to do that, but I actually tried to find some haunted rocks to grab, but there was nothing interactable here. I can check again. But no.
Oh, Chucky, Chucky.
Why is it
Chucky,
everyone else
Chucky.
toddles off to heaven or hell?
Chucky, I'm stuck. Stucky.
You can't leave. I mean, you're dead, but not gone before. You're haunting.
No.
There's an odd-looking brick next to the hole. Oh, well
A
spotted.
house brick. Nice heft. Good aerodynamics. There's nothing quite like a good solid brick to bring out the artist in a man.
Excellent.
A house brick.
There's a whole area you've missed. Surely not. Well, I suppose it's possible. Right, can I just tweak this into the docks and be done with this guy?
That doesn't go well with a brick.
We could try.
It wouldn't make sense to hang that from the hook. That doesn't go well.
What in the world goes well with a brick? Plenty of people to clobber, no doubt, but that might not be what we're looking to do. I haven't stopped by the shop for a wee while.
I'm already lost. Let's not make it worse. Candles? You do candles?
Yes, Your Royal Highness. I make them by hand. Well, I would make them by hand, but everyone just uses continual light spells these days. I don't really stock candles anymore. Those are just display models made out of plaster.
But you could make me some if you had the chance.
Oh, yes, love. I just need you to bring me the raw materials. Now, your grade A candle, that's made from dead whales. We used to use their nasal hairs, but these days a true pure white candle is made from spermaceti.
Where does that come from?
I never dared ask, love. Anyway, the next best thing is beeswax.
Beeswax, right.
We used to have a lovely bee milking parlour out the back. The bees insisted it was the only way to get the job done. Every evening, we'd round up the bees and settle them down in little chairs, give them all a newspaper, and let them wax away to their heart's content. Then someone pointed out that all we had to do was open up the hive and scoop out all the wax we want. The little buzzers had been having us on all along.
You just can't trust a bee, can you?
That's just what I always say, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, stop it.
I can't tell if that's nonsense or actually meant to be a hint as to what to do.
A strange machine. I don't know what it does, and I'm fairly certain I'll rest better tonight for never having known. Maybe it has something to do with this being called a wandering shop.
Maybe it has now wandered into a new area that I can leave and explore? Not that I can tell. Maybe it's like the quantum moon from Outer Wilds. Gosh, but this doesn't help me out so much. What can I do with a brick? Where have we seen that is in dire need of an additional brick? Was there a bricky slot in one of these tombstones?
What? Not me. What? Defile somebody's place of rest? Not me.
Me though.
What's this one? If unattended, please ring bell. What? Not me.
Maybe what I can do is get Chucky to haunt that brick. Then I can squeeze him like a rag. No, not here. He's over at the Fool's Guild. How dare I think the cemetery was a place to find dead... Stop coming back here, Rincewind. Guan. Oh, this game moves your mouse for you on transitions. I don't know. I've not noticed that till now. Right, Chucky, get in the brick.
Now pay attention.
Attention, yes.
You said that you have to haunt the stones and mortar of the guild.
Guild, yes.
Well, is there any reason why you have to stay here? I mean, if the stones are moved, then you can move with them. You could just hop into one of the rocks, and I could take you somewhere more interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Are you listening to me?
No. Ho ho, Chucky, 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 Chucky.
Just get into the damn stone.
Ho ho, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
Brick's not a stone, though, is it? Or maybe it could be a stone brick. Right, now that I have a haunted brick...
A brick haunted by my old pals Chucky and the Jester.
We can ring them. Maybe I could just give it to the old codger. Oh, where was she again? Ah, yes, this part of the shades. Ooh, hold on.
Looks like the door to some secret society. Or my name isn't Brother Rincewind.
Your first name is Brother? You from Final Fantasy? Right, here's a haunted brick.
She needs something more gooey.
Okay, I'll need to find a way to spin him out of that. But yes, perhaps this is something I've been missing all along.
Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words, yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common. Dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See? There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively, dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere.
So I need to prove to this guy that I'm dead, and that is where I know how to use the ice. But the ice is only part of that puzzle. I do not remember the rest of it. How in the world do I wring out the ectoplasm from Chucky here?
Oh, lovely. Till I...
Hey, you, leave them alone. If you want to join them, you need to be dead first.
I've got something dead. I've got a couple of dead things for you, actually.
It has to be declared dead before you'll take it. It has to be...
Maybe the spinning thing at the university. Ooh. Now that's a good thought. Yeah, I can turn him into goo there. Although it wasn't very clear how one interacts with the large Hadron Collider thing that we have here. Let's try it anyway. Okay, we can just throw it at it.
No, no, no. Don't you know it's wrong to mix spirits?
Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky. Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky.
Excellent thinking there.
Ectoplasm! At least I hope it's ectoplasm.
Not only that, maybe we're finally done with old Chucky. Alright, surely with this we have everything we need. Back we go. And for this we get the genie bottle.
Here, take it and choke. An empty genie bottle. 3 wishes and whoosh, he's off into retirement. What kind of a job is that? Actually, that sounds like a very good job. No, it's empty. And I certainly can't fit inside.
Right.
Let's leave well enough alone.
Why would I want this?
Empty genie bottle. 3 wishes and whoosh.
Quite well, thank you. Well, go on, ask it. I get a migraine if you don't ask the right questions once the answers have come.
Hello, Mrs. Cake. How are you?
That's better.
Put the boot smell in it? You think?
Cut in.
That's not the boots. Neither is that.
There we go. A nice snug fit.
What?
A pair of Imp's boots inside the genie bottle. It's not quite as impressive as a little ship, is it?
Okay, I get that the genie bottle could be used to trap the smell, but in what way are we able to cram the boots into that thing? Well, let's not question it. Let's just accept the fact that we have all the information we need.
There's already something in there. Great. I've just captured a smell. I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake it off. A foul smell trapped in a genie bottle, guaranteed to not grant you any wishes. Phew.
And what do you think of that, old Ron?
Those... What's that cloud hanging over you?
Okay, we don't even acknowledge it. Right, well now we have a problem. The problem being that there's still something we need to do, and I haven't the foggiest how to make headway on it. I'm open to the idea that there's an entire area filled with bees that I've missed.
Here you are, one vile stench.
What's this then? Looks more like a genie in a bottle.
You'll get a lot more than you wish for if you open it. These dribbly candles, then.
Yes?
Got any ideas, then?
Well, my boy, the best dribbly candles come with age. A careful process of mellowing, of oozing the wax into careful runnels over hours of devoted time. Oh, it's a highly skilled job, candle dribbling. Careful aging. Just the way we make the perfect Arch-Chancellor.
Ah, and careful dribbling, too.
My main hang-up in this act, says Sumo, was finding the stupid knife and the candles. Well, we found the knife instantly. It was in the pile of slop in the place where the dead are pronounced dead. But yeah, the candles, we haven't got any headway. We talked to the lassie from the moving shop about it. I have one remaining idea, and that's to be here until she moves the place again.
Hey there, Your Highness.
And maybe she's going to move us to another location where there are bees, because she did mention that there's bees out back, or there were. So if she moves the building again, please move the building again.
A strange machine. I don't know what it does, and I'm fairly certain I'll rest better tonight for never having known. Maybe...
Now we've moved. Ugh, but we're just back here, which is where we started. The knife is diabolical. The knife is just sitting there, admittedly in the slop. And it doesn't stand out very much. The saw was worse for me. Where in God's name are we going to get wax for the candles? Just doing a bit of pixel hunting to see if there's not somewhere I've missed. There's 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... But there were 4 entries to the shades, are there not? 1... 2... Yeah, just as I said, 3. There's still the idea that I could attach something to the hook and smash down the wall, but haven't found anything heavy for that. I think I remember playing this 30 years ago and suddenly finding a new area that I'd completely missed. No idea where it is, though, says Kreutzer. Well, if you have any sudden epiphanies, I'm all for hearing it, because I am at the stage of feeling like I have missed an entire area. The Fool's Guild is a weird thing. It's just one screen, and it's really only one person to interact with. But I suppose what it has is the underground area, where we've already explored quite heavily, but one can try again. Maybe you can come up from here and leave this place. Or maybe you cannot.
The image of pork that may exist sometime in the future. Nothing I'm thinking ahead, I suppose.
I think there's some pork in my future this evening. Wait, it's already evening. Where's my dinner?
That leads to more sewers.
There's not another area in the sewers, is there? Like back here or up there?
That leads to more sewers. That leads to more sewers.
Always bloody sewers in games.
That leads to the Fools Guild.
And then this leaves us away from the area, right? Yep. An area we've missed. It's a bit of an assumption that...
That leads to Ankh-More pork.
Bit of an assumption,
That
but
leads-
where else would we find beeswax for the candles? Saw the barrels under the grate. It was worth a try. I think I saw that suggestion earlier. These barrels cannot be interacted with, and although that looks like rope there, it's not rope that we can have. What does he say about the barrels?
Just some old barrels.
Oh well. Get sawing.
Putting that in a barrel wouldn't help.
Are you saying that putting something else in a barrel would? Like a mouse?
Putting that in a barrel wouldn't...
Setting them on fire?
Putting that in...
We haven't used the incense for anything.
I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves. Putting that in a barrel...
Sounds like a aristocrat line. We haven't used... Yeah, there's a bunch of items we haven't used. We haven't used the incense, the hooter, the brochure. The pick hasn't been useful yet, but I know it will be useful later. The match has made the incense, which again hasn't been used. No use for the chili, no use for the saw, no use for the pot. So a lot of things have not been used so far. Not a great sign, considering there were red herrings in the first game as well. Can you keep walking to the left in the Pork Futures warehouse to scroll the screen? I was trying that earlier, but we can try it again. You can walk over to the ice. Nope, nope, and more nope. What about over to the right, though? Okay, I'm kind of relieved that it doesn't continue over there. Imagine that. But maybe, just maybe, we should explore this thinking in other areas. Is there another place that we could maybe walk to the edge of and have it scroll? There's also that damn suffragester who has not done anything of value for society, let alone us. Can't walk more over here. Of course, we can enter the tomb, and we have entered the tomb, and I suspect we've done everything there is to do in the tomb, but what if there's more tomb beyond the tomb? You know, if he actually gets to live in all of this, he's not doing too bad, is he? The vampire that we already put to sleep by convincing him that it's daylight. Must be very hard to tell what time of day it is in Ankh-Morpork when the sky looks like this. Right, so there's this idea that maybe there's more to explore in the dock area. I'm not seeing it, though. We can walk all the way over here. But that's as far as Breakwind goes. Yeah, the vampire's candles aren't dribbly enough for us. Let's save and save often. It's been a whack of time. Have you been to the University Gardens? Yes, we have. And whilst I like to think we've done everything there, I'm at the point where I will explore anywhere that's even mentioned, just to see if there's somewhere that we haven't already checked out. Oh. I even walked over here to check out the knob.
There just had to be a knob at the end of the course.
Okay, well, look at this place. Home of bees.
Keep off of them bees there, sir.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, do please keep away from the bees. They're very dangerous. You need the right equipment, see? A veil, smoke, that kind of thing.
Oh, come on, they're not that dangerous, are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Last fellow here who tried to mess with that hive ended up stung, bewitched, and turned into the helpless love slave of the bee queen.
Really?
As the gods judge me, sir. He was off there collecting pollen day and night just for the privilege of seeing her mandibles crease up in a smile, sir. Awful. Awful the degradation he got put through, sir.
Oh, gods, it must have been horrible.
Yes, sir. The pollen made me sneeze something awful.
I think at this point I should buzz off. Look, can I have some wax out of the beehive, or do I have to get tough?
Tough? What? Go in there and fight the queen herself?
No, I mean get tough with you. You know, threaten, offer violence, intimidate you through use of magic powers, that sort of thing.
There's no call for that sort of thing, sir. If you're going to take that attitude, I'm afraid I'm going to have to force you to go on a bizarre quest to find objects which will catch my interest and curry my favour.
Oh, that would be a novelty.
You've no one but yourself to blame, sir. Off you go. The days are wasting.
So you really like bees a lot then?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful little things, sir. Such rich and varied lives. Zooming into the hive and zooming out again, and poetry. Pure poetry in motion. No one pays them enough attention, sir, that's what I think. If only someone would give the little darlings the recognition they deserves.
Quite.
I mean, it's all ants these days, sir. Ants this and ants that, and ants can carry 100 times their own body weight. And
Yes, now, look.
I mean, it's nothing a bee can't cap, sir. Look at your basic regurgitation process, or the fascinating little dances bees perform. Point. I see a flower filled with nectar. Point. Watch out for the spider's web over in that tree. Point. The clover's coming into bloom. Where's he gone then? I was just getting into the really interesting bits.
More interested in how bees can work together to kill hornets by surrounding them and overheating them.
Bees. The eternal mystery. How do they fly? How do they communicate? And why are all the workers dumb enough to go off and toil in the fields all day, leaving the queen lounging about, guzzling nectar and having a good time? Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine. The university beekeeper. Look, let's not hang around too close. He might try to talk to us.
Right, well, I'm all but certain we're going to need to use the incense for this.
Hey, leave them there hives alone. Anyway, you need the right kit before you mess with the bees.
Yes, you mentioned me needing... I forget what.
Well, that won't keep the bees off me.
The smoke might.
I should put on some protection first.
Oh lordy, where are we meant to find some protective clothes? Maybe I could clobber the beekeeper and take his.
The university beekeeper. Look, let's not hang around too close. He might try to talk to us. Nah, that doesn't go well with hooters. Hey, that would only irritate the bees.
Well, that's the idea.
Hey, that doesn't need to have chili added to it.
Well, now this is a problem. I thought the only thing I needed to do to move forward was to find this area with the bees, and then surely all the items would help. But if I need to have protective wear...
Call me surly, but I just don't feel like picking flowers.
Then where am I going to find it? Can't just kill him with a pick and take his stuff, can I?
I'm afraid that doesn't go very well with a pick. Hey! I should put on some protection first. What about this for smoke?
Yes, that will make fine smoke.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help. Hey! Look, here's something that may interest you. You seem to know all about bees. Why don't you make a clicky about them? You could then pass on all your knowledge, so to speak.
You don't say. You know, you may just have something there. It's time the world knew the facts about bees.
Kind of good, but
I should put on some protection first.
that remains a problem. What is protection? Just wearing the pot.
Well, that won't keep the bees off me.
I mean, it might, Rincewind. Have you considered trying? Right, protection.
Hey, that tickles. It's me. It was me 5 minutes ago.
Some kind of meshy protective thing to wear.
Oh, I'm finished with him for the moment.
Could I cover myself in... what is it? Compost?
No way am I touching that.
And we don't want to fill the pot with it.
Hi.
Could we cut down the tree house? Or the birdhouse?
I better not throw that away. I might need it.
Something for cover. Some kind of mesh. Have we found anything that looks like a mesh? I've got a knob. Could I cut the knob off? Just a thought. Here, it's got a knob on the end.
I can't reach it. I have no desire to anyway.
Oh, your loss. Right, a mesh. A mesh. That looks like a no. It's a shame we already cut down the fish from here. The netting used in that seems like it would be mesh-like. Maybe the beekeeper left his stuff at the plaza. That's a decent thought. I thought he would leave it behind when he just ran away. Dibbler, you seen the guy? No.
Let's just stop all this now.
Could I maybe cut off some of the milkmaid's dress and wear it myself?
What would she do with that? There isn't any more room down her front.
I do disagree. Could I saw it off?
What would she do with... They just...
If I had some scissors, that would make a bit more sense, but...
I think a little more subtlety is needed.
Could we scare her with a rat?
What would she do with that?
That would seem like a
just...
no. And we already blew up her skirt with the bellows to grab the glitter. Something we could have as a veil of sorts.
That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly not.
Could I steal your duck and use that as a veil?
Spare a gold piece.
Look.
What?
Well,
No.
so...
That's...
Yeah, bugger 'em.
What was over here again? A whole lot of not much. Yeah, what duck indeed.
You have to be kidding anymore.
Henry? Any ideas, Henry? No, absolutely not. I don't want to hear your spluttering any more than I have to. I wasn't able to open that wardrobe, sadly. The knife was in the slot.
Fortunately, it's locked.
I can't steal the witch's hat.
As she can't answer, that doesn't really...
Our attempts to saw her in half
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
didn't work either. There were the jars, but Rincewind doesn't want the jars. There's the bucket, but it's welded to the floor.
I'm afraid I can't pick that up. I'd need a good reason before I'd lie on that cold slab. Just the thing, a cold, hard slab of stone, and what's more, it's unoccupied.
Stone.
Just the thing for putting his equipment on.
Equipment, eh?
Sawing that in half wouldn't help.
Suffragester called us fascist, and the undead guy did as well. Maybe that's her cause? Have we shown her the undead mouse? I think we have. It seems a bit far-fetched, but one could try. Is there anything Vale-like here? Not that I can tell. Why is everyone calling us a fascist anyway?
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Yeah, I'm certainly grasping at straws. Can't think of anything I have that could act as a... Well, no, there's one thing. The vampire that went to sleep was talking about his awesome cape. Maybe I could steal the cape off of him while he sleeps and use that as a veil.
As tempting as it is to curl up in a coffin and see out this game, one just must continue. A pain would coffin. Actually, it's a little cosier inside than is strictly necessary.
And I can't saw it open, can I?
Putting that in the coffin won't help.
I can't set him on
Putting that in
fire.
the coffin.
No. Ooh, this is getting rather tough then. What can we use as a veil?
A suffragester. Ah, now that's what I like about modern times. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us.
We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
We shall overcome. We
I shouldn't take advantage.
overcome.
Got nothing here. Feel like I'm just one item short.
Popcorn!
I suppose if I ever need a devious, slimy, utterly shameless, clicky director, I'll know where to come.
I'll have a quick look over at the garden. Perhaps the answer was closer to hand than expected. What do we have? We have the flowers.
Beehives. I think worker bees are so nasty only because they do all the work and the queen gets all of the other. But you know, a bit of romance, a bit of soft lighting, maybe a little cup of nectar shared with the drones, and I think worker bees could be as nice to get on with as anybody. Or am I just talking rubbish?
No,
All right, it was only a
definitely
thought.
rubbish.
I'll get back to the game then if you're so keen to always be practical. I don't know, you try to add a little bit of philosophical depth, and do you get any thanks? I think not.
I think they had him in for a bit longer than one day of a recording session with Mr. Idle this time. Wear the money pouch over your head?
Well, that won't keep the bees off me. Hey, that would only irritate the bees. Well, that won't keep...
I'll just use everything.
Well, that won't...
Or rather, I will try everything.
Well, that won't keep the bees off me. Hey. Well, that won't... Hey. Well, that... Hey.
Can we interact with the flower? I tried.
How sweet. Lovely little flowers. Just what the bees need to do their work. That won't have any effect on the bees.
Did you interact with the incense, with the hive itself? Yes. The problem is, he says...
I should put on some protection first.
And I have no idea how to get some protection.
Bees, nature's little workers. I guess we could all learn from them. I should put on some protection first.
What counts for protection?
Well, that one...
The pot won't, the pouch won't. The mouse
Well, that one...
won't. The bellows.
Hey, what do you want me to do? Throw it at them? Well, that won't keep...
Amusing.
I should put on some protection first.
Maybe put the peppers and the flowers so the bees don't like them anymore. The indication seems to be that I need to wear something, but sure. What?
Bees.
What is that achieved?
I should put on some protection first. I should put on some...
Okay, well, it seemed to be progress, but still does not get me any protection. Where in the world do I find a veil?
I don't think I should interrupt their game. Perhaps when they're gone will be better.
Take the flowers. He just said he didn't want to take the flowers, but maybe he'll want them this time.
Call me surly, but I just don't feel like picking flowers.
I don't pick them then. You can cut them off with a knife.
That won't have any effect on the bees.
A veil. I wonder if there's just an item somewhere that I have to pick up.
Nope. You've got me on this one. I've got no idea what any of all this stuff is about. I'm already spun out enough by this game. A foam accelerator, eh? It looks like a giant drink mixer to me.
Ah, drink mixer, and that's why we put a spirit in it. It all makes sense now. The trick is to think like a game designer now. It's been many years.
That leads to the university gardens.
Can I cover myself in food?
Food? Well, I say food. It is vaguely organic and probably could be placed inside the mouth in times of emergency. I would try and scoop it up, but without something to put it in, I would just make a mess.
Okay, but I tried to put it in the pot.
I can't put that in the pot.
And it didn't work out. Not many other things I can have for putting things in except maybe my money pouch.
You can't just throw money at something and expect it to...
If I wanted one of those, I would have asked for one of those.
I've got a better idea. I'll go out there and play the game, and you come in here and risk life and limb, okay?
Alright, take your money bag back. I can't grab the bangers and mash. Attempts to grab the food have not worked. I can't just feed it to luggage. Can't saw off
Sawing-
some cake. Crevens, I was hoping to get this done before Ninjin got out of the shower to snidely remark upon his, "Oh, I have time for a shower." It seems that he does. A veil. What in the world amounts to a veil here? Or something to otherwise protect me from the bees. Rincewood did object to the jester being tied up. Maybe something to do with that. I haven't been able to get anything off the jester. Or a mask. I haven't seen anybody wearing a mask. At least nothing comes to mind. It'd be cool if I could take the hat off of you, or maybe take some of your clothes and wrap them around me, but no. Can't saw you, can't do diddly to you. Can I throw some money at you?
I shouldn't take advantage of a tied-up woman.
Tried the knife to free her, tried all the sharp implements I've had on her.
I shouldn't take advantage.
That's a no. Besides, she wants to be tied up.
I shouldn't take it.
She tied herself up there to show that she has the freedom to tie herself up.
We shall overcome.
There was a secret society, but I need to prove that I'm dead, and I'm pretty sure that's a later act thing. Here's the secret area.
Hello there.
Ha! That's
What?
work.
I'm. Oh,
Yeah, they're not letting me in until I can prove that I'm dead. Could just be some hidden item lying around. Obviously hidden out of my sights.
no, I don't think so. I have a nasty feeling that this skull motif will come up a lot later on. Mrs. Cake, you'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
You know, the lassie who can make the candles, maybe she would know something about getting a veil for doing so. Or maybe I can steal something off of the dead people in the cart.
Hey, you! Leave them alone. If you want to join them, you need to be dead first.
Been here, done this. For now, at least. Maybe I could grab the troll's big old towel thing. Drinks?
I'd better ask the barkeep first. What have we here then? Winkle's Old Peculiar? Bear Hugger's Extremely Odd? If that's gin over there, why does the cork keep trying to unscrew itself? Just, and by that I mean...
That's...
Brilliant, there's one.
Okay, nah, nothing happening there. Did the vampire leave anything behind? Not a sausage here. Is there an area to the left with a hidden scene in the clairvoyant shop? Yeah, we should really be doing a lot more exploring to the far lefts and far rights and scenes, shouldn't we? After being caught out there in the garden. Not kitchen. Ah! I didn't even remotely look like it went more over on that side, but sure. Ah! Ah!
A dressmaker's pair of scissors.
Maybe I can just immediately cut up the petticoat.
I'm afraid I can't cut that.
Could try harder, Rincewind.
Sawing that in half wouldn't help. Sawing that in... An ironing board might have a dozen fascinating uses, and as soon as I figure one out, I'll get right back to you. A pair of scissors. Actually, I'm not usually allowed to use the ones with pointy ends.
I thought you said that in the first game. Oh, I love these animations. Okay. I think we have this puzzle figured out in 0 time. We just didn't have all the information. But now that we have all the information, it has become a puzzle. And being the puzzle that it is, we'll solve it. Why is the town all green? Ankh-Morpork has a bit of an issue with pollution. Petticoat on our head. Incense for the bees. And beeswax for me's.
Ah, dribbly beeswax. Makes up in free spirit for what it lacks in stability. Beehives. I think worker bees are so nasty only because they do all the work and...
Yeah, we've heard it before. I was under the impression that back in the olden days, we would just kill the bees to get access to the honey and wax. I wonder if we hadn't figured out just how integral bees are to our continued existence. Would we be in some real hot water by now? Because right now we use smoke to make them
Here's
bugger
some
off.
nice sweaty and dribbly beeswax. Could you make me some candles, please?
Certainly, my dear. There we are, dribbly candles. Just suitable for consorting with loathsome horrors from beyond the shrieking nightmares of mortal man. Here, what you planning, Your Highness? You're not trying to put one across on your husband or something, I hope.
Look, I keep telling you I am not a princess. And I am not engaged in summoning evil entities from beyond. We got plenty of demons running around the university in any case. Mostly they study law.
Law? Why law?
It's the wizard's fault, really. Everyone keeps saying that they want a demon to do their will. Too much setup and not enough joke there, I feel. Excuse me, I think I have to leave. Dribbly candles, a masterpiece of modern craftwork.
I find it very funny when somebody tries to write a joke, it doesn't land, and then they reflect on how poor their joke was. One of the funniest things that Gary Lawson ever wrote was in response to his Cow Tools comic. My first mistake was in assuming this was funny, and that line tickled me proper. Anyway, we've done all the jobs, we can resummon death, and the game is won. Don't know about you, but I feel pretty good about our Act 1 performance, and maybe Ninjin is still in the shower.
Here we are, genuine dribbly candles. And it wasn't only the bees that sweated getting these.
Not strictly necessary, but I suppose they'll look nice.
Oh, you shut it.
Well, that's it then. That's 3 sticks of wood, 4 cc's of mouse blood, glitter, stench, and dribbly candles.
Really? What for?
For the right of Ash Kent. You said we needed it. I spent ages getting the right stuff.
Ooh, I don't think so. For that one, you need to open the book, light the bell, and ring the candle. Or was it light the book, open the bell, and ring the candle? Something like that. Yes, off you go. We need a candle, a book, and a bell.
You're not serious, are you?
Of course not. I just love watching the pathos crossing your helpless little face. Come on, let's get these sticks and dribbly candles and do this Ask Ent thing, shall we?
Just like that scene out of Beyond Two Souls.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, come tally me banana. Daylight come home. We're gonna summon death here, then have jelly for our afters. Daylight come home. Knee bone, leg bone, head bone, hop. Daylight come home.
Oh, good grief.
Didn't quite come out as planned, did it?
Who started us off on this?
Look, I worked long and hard to get this stuff. Can we at least treat this ceremony with a little bit of... Damn it, I've lost my train of thought now. What's that word I was looking for? The one used for describing distinction. Differentiation of treatment.
Repression?
No, it's not going to be repression, is it? We can't treat a ceremony with a sense of repression.
Dictatorship of the proletariat?
What?
The dictatorship of the proletariat. That results as an inevitable reaction against repression. Look, I think this would work better if everyone just got back on track. It's time we acted with a little bit of class.
Class, that was it. The word was class.
What word?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was important.
What was?
How long have you been here, then?
Since the banana. Will this take long? I'm on holiday. It's good here. Sun, sheep, sand, hats with corks. No worries. I'm supposed to have a chunder in a minute.
A chanda? What's a chanda?
You know, I'm not sure, but it sounds interesting.
Now look here, you. This city is in chaos. I mean, how dare you go swanning off to foreign lands while we're up to our armpits in undead? Now you get right back here and get back to work.
Work? I don't remember any work. All I remember is a great big bang, and then an eternity of beer. And no worries, mate.
Lucky blighter.
Now I've had about enough of this. You get off that thingamy, get those corks out of your hat, and... What? Now, just you come back here. I have a plan.
Oh, no.
Rincewind, lad! How wonderful to see you looking so well, so very sprightly, so very, shall we say, so very mobile.
You want me to go find out where death has gone?
Oh, only if you don't want to spend the rest of your life staring out across a pond at all the other toads.
Frogs?
If you prefer.
If we had a proper union like the alchemists do, I'd have a few harsh words for you.
Like a dictatorship of the...
Oh, shut up.
Act 2. Come die with me.
It's worth noting that at least Rincewind is quite close with these high-up boffins in the university. Then again, that's just maybe reflecting on him being the workhorse, not actually paid for his work around here. Anyway, I'm going to save it there. We cleared an act, and we will clear the rest of them as we come back to this. As for me, I'm going to go off, grab another lem sip, and I'll be back with more of this tomorrow, I imagine. Just say we're long play 1. No, we'll say end of session 1. Boom. Anyway, loving this. Weird inabilities to find all of the scenes notwithstanding, and I can't wait for the rest of the moon logic, but until we see more of that tomorrow, so cheers and cheerio.